wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling At That's Deleted. I am Travis. It is not Friday. It is Saturday afternoon in the States. Saturday night if you're out of the country. And all's good. I must have heard delete this ear.
Well, you yelled right at me, not that way.
My mic's here. Yell anyway. Never heard her ears. That's the first.
Yeah. You were a little bit loud in your weirdness.
Fist bump by myself.
Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter, good to see you for a little bit before you get, after. I think you already went and did tennis today. Sophie is with us as well.
Look at this,
see you guys this afternoon. The first match, it looks like it's going to be the AJ Styles match.
Or Cody Rhodes. And it's an I Quit match. This match should probably go the full first hour.
It's kind of a weird match to have first, but I guess it makes sense since they want it to be Drew and Damian as the main event.
Well, so we already know that Cody, this is telling us that Cody isn't as important as Roman was. Because Roman would not have ever been first as a champion. And that's okay. Not everybody can be the Roman Reigns / Hulk Hogan of
Well, he has to be different because Roman Reigns was a douche. If you don't stop, I'm going to spray you in the butthole.
All right, go ahead.
There you go. There's your butthole.
Sprayed in the butthole. Hey, look, it's some manatees still calling it here in Glasgow.
I bet you would have made the same noise if it really would have been your butthole. Maybe a little more high-pitched.
It's like the debate. Woo!
Sophie says, I thought they would open with Chad versus Sami. Walter wants AJ Styles to win this. Ooh, you think he's going to make Cody Rhodes quit, huh?
You're last. You got to be either first or last. You don't want to be anywhere else.
It's true, though. I mean, that's how What's-His-Face does it. Brock. So, I mean, if you're going to have your champions, have them bookend your pay-per-view. So all your garbage is in the middle. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Although I don't really consider Jade Cargill garbage. I mean, because that's on today too, but still.
It's not about that. It's about your top dogs.
Who's going to be the co-main event? Do you think it's going to be the Bayley one?
Bayley's in a match?
Yeah, I thought she was in a match with What's-Her-Face today. With Piper Niven.
Oh, yeah.
Because Piper Niven's Scottish, I figured they'd put her as a co-main event.
Yeah. There's everybody else is Scottish in this one, isn't it?
These two aren't.
Not everybody else. Not these guys.
Oh. All the others.
Because you got the tag team titles that could switch hands and go the other direction. I've been trying to print it off all morning, but my printer will not connect.
Sophie wonders if they do a Clash at the Castle 3, wonder where they go next. Somewhere where there's castles, would be my guess. Sophie says AJ versus Cody opening is kind of a surprise. Kind of, but not. Robbie says, yo, you nerds just out and about today. I would imagine you're out and about because there's no way you're home at 7 o'clock at night on a Saturday. Robbie, I'm pretty sure you're out and about with your buds. Sophie says, I quit matches. It could be short or long. Robbie says, we'll have to catch the replay when I'm back.
How can it be short? What, is Cody just going to yell, I quit?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Sophie says that and says, this is Cody Rhodes' first I quit match in his career.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if they did it next year in France? Right? Because they're like, oh, remember France was so great. And then they did an I Quit match. Because they're known for just quitting. That would be hilarious.
Makes a lot of sense. It really makes a lot of sense.
You're a cute little boy. That ripped your face off.
Sophie says it'll be interesting where they take Clash of the Castle 3. Walter says, hi, Robbie. Hi, Sophie. Happy Saturday. How was your tennis there, Walter? Did you have a good tennis lesson or tennis match? Sophie says Charles Barkley announced that next season he is retiring.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you?
Well, they pretty much got rid of the sports on the channel that he's on, so why would you continue doing something? And, he's probably made a lot of money. I mean, he could probably get endorsed for a lot of other things and do a whole bunch of other stuff.
He made like $1.75 a day or something.
Oh, just $1.75
every day that he was on there.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he can retire now. High on the hog.
Walter says, Daphne, I'm okay. Played tennis. It was hot. I was hydrated. But a cold towel around my neck. Well, that's probably what you need to do, Walter. Well, glad you had fun having your tennis, bud. Good way to start your Saturday.
If I get hot, I just get a headache, and then I'm miserable the rest of the day, no matter what it is. But, like, McKenna's mom, she keeps the house, like, at 75, 77 degrees. And then she plays tennis in the heat of July. 110 degrees. She loves it. I'm like, there's something seriously wrong with you.
There's a lot of women that are like that. There's something wrong with them. Hello, Cat. Sophie says, isn't this the latest we have gotten in international pay-per-views since the last few? It usually takes place like at 1 or
I know.
11 a.m. Yeah,
super upset by it.
It was an hour later they started this one. I'm trying to think even when they did the London one, they started it earlier.
Yeah, they all started 11. Our time, 1 Eastern. I don't know why they're doing it so late. Semanity did her hair. She's actually trying to look good.
Nope.
Rare.
Nope. No.
Maybe it's because she's single now because her husband's written off. Or fiance. She's like, well, I got to get me some other dude.
Whip your tail at me, sir. I'll bite it.
That's into manatees.
Don't do it. Yeah. You go over there. Cause hate and discontent.
Can't get it figured out. Tried.
What are you trying to get figured out?
Printer.
Oh, the printer.
I tried everything I can fathom.
Yeah. You gonna be good? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways,
Sure,
we do have an I Quit match going on right now with 2 of the top stars in all of WWE.
Yeah, all of them.
They're starting it out with a bang because we got Cody Rhodes starting it out with AJ, A for Apple, J for Jalopy Styles.
Wrapped around his leg completely. Oh my god. That was not for you to lick me, weirdo.
You scared him.
I didn't scare him.
You were going to do something to him. Look at him. He's terrified now.
Hi, buddy. Go away. Walter's like, hey, Leopold. And Sophie said, let's see how long this pay-per-view lasts. It seems like, seems with international pay-per-views, they usually like to end before 5. Well, that would be only a couple hours.
It'd be 3. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, 3 hours would be fine. They don't have very many matches. As Walter says, is there 5 matches on the pay-per-view? Yeah, pretty much, unless they add something. That's pretty much all that's on there. I doubt
they're adding anything, so yes.
Sophie says 2 p.m. is perfect. You don't have to rush through errands like you normally would. The international pay-per-views start at 1. Yeah, but if you're doing errands, you're going to be up at 8 doing your errands anyways. Brandon's in the chat. Hey, Brandon Stevens, good to see you tonight. It says Piper Niven is a women's championship. You want her to win, huh? Brandon says, hi, Wrestling Gab. Hey, Brandon. Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Crowd is hype. Yeah, Chris, it's good that they sold some more tickets.
Let's get hyphy. Let's get hyphy.
Look how high they're up in that back part. Holy shit. Unless they're just cutouts.
They're in a giant, weird dome. Yeah, and it goes straight up on the sides. Kind of creepy.
I think I'd throw up. I have a heights issue. I'd probably not want the high seats. It'd probably be hard for me.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
A for Apple, J for Jalopy just got dropped.
AJ Styles is dead. Oh, wait. He's alive. He's fixing his hair. So it says maybe they'll add a surprise segment like they sometimes do. I feel like if they were going to do that, it would have been in the pre-show.
It will be a surprise, and it's going to be, what's his name, Punk.
Oh, yeah. He's going to do something. So it says Jeff Hardy is back in TNA with his brother, so there's a chance the Hardy Boys could show up in NXT now.
Did you guys see that the NXT lady did show up during the match with Gracie, whatever her name is? Jordan?
Yeah, that lady.
Jordan Gracie?
Grace. It's just Grace.
Gracie
is it that was it the one that Chris said it probably would be?
Yeah, she's kind of weird looking. I don't know what her name is.
Paxley.
Yeah, Hayden Paxley.
Chris was like, I told you, Paxley.
Yeah, I turned it on there and I watched Jeff come out at the very, very end because we had left here, so we were watching it last night, and then we went in the other room. Then I turned it on and I watched the end.
Sophie says, I saw the NXT lady did show up to a bunch of crickets. Well, why wouldn't she? I mean, it's not her program,
First
so
of
it would
all,
make sense.
the whole arena's crickets anyways, because it's, what is there, maybe 15? I don't think there's
I think they have
at
least 30 people in the crowd.
Right. Well, it's like a school gymnasium.
Well, then they probably had at least 50.
It would be cool if WWE did buy him and turn him into WCW, though. I know it's a far-fetched thing, but they did a lot with WCW, and I would love that to happen. Hey, do we know what that news was today that was supposed to, that Noah wrestling? Did that get
announced? Sophie, tell us all about it.
Tell me about Noah. Not the art.
One that mentioned it yesterday.
Not the art.
Sophie says, let's see if the WWE TNA partnership affects the main roster.
It could for Survivor Series, because Moose doesn't want to fight anybody in the NXT brand, because there's nobody there of worth right now in the men's division. The women are pretty good.
And he doesn't want to make the young puppies look bad.
Yeah.
Which I feel like if they're going to put like them at, I feel like TNA is not really on NXT level in the sense of developmental, because they're supposed to be champions. And I feel like they downgraded their champions by putting them in NXT against their champion.
Against the development.
And then they made their person lose, which is fucking weird to me. Like, that's the kind of shit that they tried to pull with the whole, they didn't make it back from Saudi Arabia, and NXT people are so much better than the people that were left over in over on this side of the pond of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
So they are fighting backstage. They are in the battle arena area before they go out. There's Triple H calling plays.
Oh, is it him?
Oh, wait, no. I think these are the foreigners.
I think these are the other people.
Yeah, they're calling the... Can you imagine going to this? And you have to sit in the back
on watching monitors? Watching it on monitors.
That's what we do.
Like, they're on monitors watching this, calling the match. What's in front of them is a fucking wall. Literally just a wall in front of them.
But it's there. Can we lower the wall so we can actually see the shit?
Right? Or have, cutouts? Like, windows to see the live action, possibly?
That's hilarious. We could literally do that. We should speak a different language and then just start.
What language are we going to speak?
What's a rare one that nobody does, but they want fans? What's the one with the mountains that everybody's really high up in the mountain, where the Yetis live?
Like, what? Where the Yetis live? Like in China?
Yeah, well, it's not China. It's India, China. It's on the border.
Like Budapest area?
That's in Europe. That's Hungary.
Okay. Are you talking about where, like, the Buddhist people are?
Like Tibet.
Like Mount Everest?
It's called Tibet.
Okay.
Like Tibetan.
Okay. I'm trying to get there. I'm like, what is the name of that country? They have monks?
We could just broadcast all the monks
that don't watch TV because it's
worldly
things they don't have.
Now you got me saying Budapest. What do the Budapest have?
Sorry.
Anyways, what do the Tibetans say? Like, what does the Tibetan say? Anyways, what language do they speak is what Tibet? I'm trying to say.
We'll get there in a roundabout way. What is the language of Tibet? What is the spoken language of Tibet? Chris says, yeah, NXT only has Ariana Grace and Trick and maybe Sol Ruka.
Yeah, Trick's still not, good.
Yeah.
It's just, they were getting rid of Carmella, or whatever his name is, and so they needed somebody. But the men's over there is in terrible condition.
Ugh,
he doesn't even have a contender. He's so much better than the next best. And then above that, there's no, and he's still lower than even Sami Zayn on the main roster. They screwed up with the dudes. They did a lot of good with the women. I think the women are in a good spot. Because I like a lot of them. And obviously, Ariana Grace, she's going to be a different level, I think, when she gets to main roster if they use her right. And I think Triple H will definitely try. Because she can talk. And she can look. Because she looks good. She talks good.
Oh, God.
Oh, look at that. They suplexed each other out.
Out of the ring.
But there's other women that are decent.
Sophie says TNA was on AEW level at one point. Chris said that, and So I don't think so either. I don't feel like TNA and AEW.
Are you talking about like when Hulk Hogan was there, like back in the early 2000s?
For AEW and TNA?
Yeah, well, TNA had Hogan and Nash and Hall and Sting and what's his name, Kurt Angle.
Well, I wouldn't consider that even. I would consider that better than AEW.
Right, but it was at the beginning.
And now they're like a lower class indies wrestling, where AEW is kind of maybe a couple levels above that, even though they try their hardest not to be for some reason.
TNA to me is just a bunch of old wrestlers. That's kind of where you go to die.
Well, considering that the person we saw in there that was supposedly the monster Frankenstein person looked like he was at least 80. Well, maybe not quite 80, but 70.
He was pushing up there at a high level of age.
So we said when TNA first debuted, they were kind of doing what AEW is doing now. This is an I Quit match where it could end anywhere. Walter says Jeff Hardy is in TNA, folks. Now Hardy Boys are in there, done with AEW. Yeah, Walter, Sophie was kind of talking about that just a minute ago, too. Walter says, how's the first match doing? Ref got a mic? Yep, he's got that mic to hear that I Quit.
It's okay.
Cody's bloody. He got broken in the face. What's happening with his face? Chris says, yeah, that's PCO. I think he was Glacier in WCW. Remember, Travis?
Is that who that is? Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know that was him by any means, though.
Yeah, that was PCO. His name was PCO. It looks like he's old. He's got wrinkly old man skin.
That's how you know he's good.
Earlier, they showed a picture of AJ Styles in some really terrible lighting, and he looked like an old man Neanderthal. It was terrible and gross. Ew. Yeah, it was awful. It was not flattering at all for him. It was terrible, lighting, and it made his very Neanderthal brow that he has, very prominent. What's going on?
If this is right, why am I watching...
No, that's an old one.
Well, of course. That's what I'm saying. Why is it on my thing?
Why are you putting it to go live?
I'm trying to get to this.
Oh. I'm like, what is going on?
I just changed the thumbnail to something that doesn't even work.
Oh.
I'm like, why is this? And then after I did it...
Do you quit? No. Walter says, guys, get a drink and snack. Enjoy WWE pay-per-view, LOL. Right?
Got to. You just got to, man.
You're just being a little weirdo. You're just being a weirdo. Hey, weirdo. Yeah.
So much physicality with the acality of fizz. Probably good.
I can't go on anymore. Weird stuff happening. Weird stuff.
You should be watching.
I am watching this, but yours is distracting a little bit. Anyways, they finally stuck the mic in somebody's face, and Cody said no, he doesn't quit.
Fuck you, AJ.
Oh. I'm surprised they're not bleeping them for the pay-per-view. I'm surprised they're not beeping them for the pay-per-view and their weirdness.
Some of you Brits have a unique imposition. There, it's called potty mouth. They got, what's his name back out there being a heel?
Potty mouth? Mm-hmm. Who's being the heel?
Corey Graves.
Oh, he's being a heel tonight?
Yeah, they got all three. They got three of them now, and he's going full out heel, which is nice.
Oh, so they have Cole and Bad News Barrett.
Yeah.
And what's his face? Walter says, okay, at 3:40 p.m. I'm going out for dinner. Okay, Walter, that sounds great, sweetie.
Got those early dinners. Get supper at 3 o'clock.
You're cute as fuck, Walter.
Bed by 7.
Gotta go to 3:40 p.m. I'm going out for dinner at 4 p.m. Gotta get that in there early for digestion issues.
Mahjong?
He played tennis today. He's very active. He's very hungry right now. So, question.
Uh-oh.
Is his later, does he have food later, though? That's the other question, right? And
Supper.
Is it called supper? We're all curious to know your eating habits now, Walter. Chris says, I'm not liking Cody Rhodes wearing that fucking Dallas Cowboys ring gear, LOL.
It is what it is. Don't worry about the Cowboys. They suck.
Why would you care? Like, it's not about the Dallas Cowboys.
The good thing about the Cowboys is they'll never be good until Jerry Jones is long gone. And so you can be a fan of the Cowboys because you won't be on the bandwagon.
Right.
They haven't been good since the early 90s. Early to mid 90s.
You need dad. You need dad. He's like, I need you. You're my favorite person.
So it's actually really safe to be a Cowboys fan right now.
Oh, because of how terrible they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Careful.
Don't know why it's not pushing. It's fine.
It's because there's a box on the other side of it. Are we going back and forth, buddy? Oh, my stuff. Your butt. It's your butt.
Cool deal here. We got AJ Styles, A for Apple, J for Jalopy. What's on his shin? Is that a 1?
Yeah.
Because he's so phenomenal.
He's the phenomenal 1. P1. He's a P.
He's a peon.
He's a P1.
He's a P1.
Walter says,
Why doesn't he have a P on his other shin? Is it because it's yellow so it already looks like P?
Well, he only has writing on one side of his body, if you've noticed. The other side of his pants has nothing.
Oh.
Walter says, I eat at 4:30 p.m. Dinner, lemonade, drink. I need one. You need that lemonade drink? I bet you do. You had a hard morning playing tennis and stuff. I'm just curious to know if you eat later as well. Or is 4:30 the last time you eat for the day?
Is that when you start your fast?
Or do you, like, have snacks later? Chris says, your people already think my Texans are going all the way in 2025. It's like, fuck off. We are dog shit.
Yeah, their quarterback was a flash in the pan, I think. I don't know if he can possibly repeat what he did last year. It's really going to depend on his offensive line, and that's what it's all going to depend on. The whole setup is going to depend on their offensive line.
Did he leave, or is he still in here somewhere?
He's right here chewing on something.
Oh, good. I always like it when he finds stuff to chew on. Little asshole. Oh, no.
What you doing? Why are you so cute? You know what his pants remind me of? It's not the Dallas Cowboys. It's a Three Musketeers bar.
Oh, yeah. Huh, yeah. Shiny silver package.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, white writing. He's in the middle.
Oh. Maybe not. Come up here.
You can see it. When's he going to start hitting him back? I feel like he hasn't done anything for a minute.
This is how they do these matches. It's called a forever match.
Yeah. Chris says, but I will go down with the ship with my Stros. F these fake 2017 fans. They all turned on Jose, however you say his last name. Abreu. Just because he was shit this year. Walter says Kevin Owens was wearing Stone Cold shirt and Latino Heat shirt.
Wasn't that dude like an MVP or like...
Jose Abreu?
I remember like everybody wanted that dude in fantasy. He was like legit.
What you doing, buddy?
Hey, did you see homeboy that got released from Toronto got signed by the Dodgers? The Bichette son?
Hi, buddy.
I think it was Bichette. Bo Bichette's son. Or Bo Bichette.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, great. Oh, yep, there it goes. Lost it again. Yeah, you're just being a little bit of a weirdo.
Oh, God. Cody's going to get strangled to death.
Oh, he couldn't even get... Oh, he can't even
He's too
get
bloody.
it. Oh, no. He's all sloppy and everything. It's not working. He's like, maybe I better just...
Whip him again. Whip him again. There it is. good old-fashioned ass
Let's try not to
whooping.
do stupid stuff.
Yeah, you got to get those good old-fashioned ass whoopings.
Chris says, yep, he was Al MVP in the White Sox. He
Yeah.
was an MVP in the White Sox. AL. Sorry.
Or you could say American League.
American League. It's hard to know because sometimes things get corrected, so I'm not sure. Walter's like, you guys have too much animals, LOL. Do you hate it, Walter? Do you hate the animals? Do they make you unhappy to see the cute animals?
I'm also very animalistic. I believe that has to deal with a lot of us.
Chris says, oh shit.
Cody's going out! Now, if you pass out, do you lose?
I don't know.
The crowd after that last choke with the belt and all that said you fucked up, but it still looks like Cody's out of it. I don't think Cody can do this.
He can't say I quit. You have to say the words. Maybe that's not quitting if you're out.
Maybe he'll say it with his butt. That's what you do when you die. You say things
just talk with your butt.
Yeah, Ace Ventura did it.
So Chris says, oh shit, Boshite?
Yeah.
To Dodgers? Okay, it's
Bichette.
over.
It's Bichette.
Fuck off. That team is like so unnecessary.
I know, like they are really deep. What do they got? Gavin Lux? I don't know if he's their shortstop. I think it is, though. He's supposed to be a phenom at some point in his life. Is that Bichette? Is that who they cut? Toronto cut somebody, and then the Dodgers picked him up.
He's saying Bichette to Dodgers.
Well, they have Biggio and Bichette, and then I thought they had another infielder that was another person's kid. So Dante Bichette is Bo's dad.
Okay.
And then Craig Biggio is Biggio's dad. And then I thought there was another one too.
Oh no, not the handcuffs.
Sex stuff.
Walter's like, I respect Cody, but AJ, come on. Sophie says, I feel bad for whatever match following this.
Why?
Why would you feel bad? Because of all the sweat in the ring? Yeah, and water, it's kind of gross. It's very fall hazard probably.
Maybe they'll clean it up. AJ's just literally got him all chained up.
Oh no, what's he going to do?
Obviously, it's long chain though, so all he has to do is pull it around his butt.
He's going to do it.
Oh god! Kendo sticks to the elbow!
God damn.
And he's hitting the floor.
AJ just needs to work out his anger issues, I guess. Poor Cody. Sophie says sometimes when the opening match of a pay-per-view lasts long, they have to cut times to the rest of the matches on the card.
That'll be awesome if that's the case.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
As long as they don't cut the women's matches short, I'm okay. They can cut this Sami Zayn match to almost no time at all. Mm-hmm. Literally, they could cut it to 6 seconds if they want. Make it the shortest match ever.
Boop, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? Boop, boop.
Cody's mom.
What you
right
doing?
in AJ's face.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, he's touching her. She smacked him. Again.
Good for her.
Triple smack.
Get it, Michelle.
Oh, he grabbed a chair. He's going after her with a chair.
Oh, look, Cody got the cuffs around to the front finally.
Cody was going after her. He's trying to treat her like an equal. But he respects elders, so he's not going to do that.
Walter's like, WWE, change your times for pay-per-view like 6 or 5 p.m. Walter, it's in another country, so for them it is 6 p.m.
Not to mention, you go to bed at 7 anyway.
Yeah, Walter. We know you leave at like 9 o'clock to go to bed.
Maybe it should start at like 8 in the morning.
Chris says, LOL, just saw on news they have a gay boxing championship in Chicago. Makes sense because of CM Punk and Chief Queef. Oh, God. Not the Queef.
Wait, there's a gay boxing
championship in Chicago. Chris says, Mama Rhodes slapping AJ's
Oh, my God.
ass.
And he broke the chair. AJ might be done.
He might be dead. He might not be able to say
He might have just quit. He got hit right in the cranium with the chair, then fell down, went through a table.
And he might not know how to say the words. Hey, what are you guys
that kind
doing
of
back there?
concussion.
I need you guys not to be doing stuff. Weird plastic stuff. Well, he's up here. Cat's back there.
Oh, Cat probably in here now.
No, he's not in the chair. He's behind your chair.
Why is he Out of my reach.
I don't know what's happening.
Uh-oh, he found a key.
Chris says, Mama Rhodes slapping AJ. Walter's like, okay, Mama Rhodes. Sophie says, this match has been awesome. Wonder who is next for Cody Rhodes. About have the pay-per-view start at 5 p.m. USA time.
Randy Orton.
But if you did that, then it would be, you know, a replay and everybody would know what was happening. Get out of there. Get out of there. Is he on the other side now? Mm-hmm. You stay out of there. Get out of here.
Oh, there he is.
You stop. No. Get out. You're going to be a butt. Go clean yourself.
My audio's not working.
Of course it's not.
Hey, Pole.
Is it working now?
Yeah, I know.
Tyler's in the chat.
Cody cut her right in the center of the ring.
Tyler's in the chat. Hey, Tyler, how's it going today? Puggles has the zoomies right now. Also, I'm going to Forbidden Door. Can't wait. Oh, good for you. Walter says, so Roman Reigns had surgery. He will be back soon. What did he have surgery for? What did he do?
He was going to lay down and then jumped on your lap.
Chris says, if Uncle shows up after this match, Scotland will boo. I don't think he's going to show up until Monday. Quentin,
yeah, he has a countdown timer.
Yeah. Quentin Mitchell's in the chat. Hey, Quentin. Says, don't be like The Rock, AJ Styles. Sophie says, at least when they go to Canada for Money in the Bank, the pay-per-view start time will be normal.
Hey, look in the very middle in the audience.
Is it the guy?
Yep.
There he
right
is.
there.
He was there last night, too.
He's
Imagine
everywhere.
that. Walter says, Uncle Howdy will return in WWE. Sophie says, do you think they would be doing international pay-per-views if there was no Peacock or WWE Network? Yeah. Yes, they would still be doing international pay-per-views. They still did Saudi Arabia before there was a network.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't do them at all? Never?
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
I mean, they might have done international, but they didn't do
other
Saudi
stuff?
Arabia.
Well, they did pay-per-views in other countries, didn't they? Throughout the whole thing of WWE, they never went to other countries for anything? I don't know if I really consider that I mean, it's another country, but it's not that far away. It's not like you're going over an ocean.
They can sell around. They wanted to.
Well, we need to get to the other side of Canada, so we're going to leave from Florida. We're not going to go through the Panama. We're going to go down South America, down to the thing, and then come back around to the west side of Canada because that's how we want to do it.
Sounds like a good plan.
Your dog's being weird.
He's right there.
Yeah, I know. He's being weird. He's making noises with his face. Chris says, Walter, you... Walter, you UK people bitch about US... all UK people bitch about USA time zone, so why would you want it to be 5 p.m. USA time? Well, and the thing of it is, Chris, is they would still put it on their primetime stuff. So it would be late for us, and it would just be a replay. So we would already know what was happening, especially with the way internet is nowadays. Everybody knows everything.
Oh my gosh. Cody's cheating like a mofo.
What the?
He's got him chained up, and he's hitting him with a chair because he can't do it clean. This is sad.
Okay, that's weird. You stay away from that board. Get away from there.
He wants to screw Cody.
Gross. Ew. Chris says, I meant they could show an Uncle promo, not him showing up. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? That'd be weird. Tyler says they went to Tokyo at one point. Did they do a pay-per-view there? Sophie says, maybe we will get a hint on who's part of this Uncle Howdy group tonight. Why would they? That would take away from what's happening on this pay-per-view. Who cares? Just
We're going to find out on Monday, and it looks like it's at the beginning of Monday because the countdown is for the first, 10 minutes of the show, which we'll probably be late for.
Chris says, yes, they went to England every year. They've been to Italy and Japan, WWE before the network.
Pay-per-views.
We're talking about actual pay-per-views, not just
there.
shows and stuff, like pay-per-views. Walter says, okay, hurry, guys. There's still matches.
He did it. He quit. He didn't want to get hit with the steps. He quit. AJ's a loser. Remember when people used to say he was
quit
good?
with a scared face. That's weird. Sophie says this could be the longest match of the pay-per-view. Maybe. Sophie had said Sami Zayn wants WWE to hold a pay-per-view in like Ecuador or someplace weird. Why is Ecuador weird?
Well, it's not very big.
Granted, but why is it weird?
Isn't Ecuador where MS-13's from? He did it anyways.
So you're saying that Sami Zayn supports gangs and murder of innocent people for no reason? That's not surprising.
I'm pretty sure. No, it's El Salvador. Never mind.
Oh.
That was El Salvador.
Okay. I was going to say, that would be a weird thing. But I guess it could make sense considering his history and stuff. But who knows? I'm not sure if your dog needs to go outside or something.
He probably does. Cody's on his platform. Look, it's like the Olympic Games.
He won a prize.
They brought Semanity with them overseas. I wonder if they had to get any permits or anything.
They probably just let her swim in the ocean.
She could probably swim her ass over there, huh? I didn't even think about that. How long does it take a manatee to swim from, say, Florida to England area?
I don't know. Do you need to go outside, go potty? You need to go do your business? Yeah? Okay. 1 second. Tyler had said, I say Uncle Howdy attacks Jey Uso for calling himself the Eater of Worlds and say the Fireflies are his disrespectful Uso. Chris says, I feel like this match is a send-off for AJ Styles for a while to TNA for a minute. Tyler also says, yes, they held a pay-per-view in Tokyo called Beast in the East.
The Beast in the East.
There you go.
Was it for, what's his name? Bam Bam Bigelow?
Chris says AJ Styles quit over Styles steps. Fuck off other I quit matches did more than still steps. Walter says, okay, good win for the first match.
Yeah, we're well on our way. We got 4 matches left, guys.
Chris says, that's my country, El Salvador, MS-13, baby. Chris. Sophie says, I quit matches usually mean the end of feuds. And Chris says, yeah, WWE should do a show in El Salvador outside of federal prison. Sophie says, do you think WWE will hold a pay-per-view in Puerto Rico again? They could.
I think they will.
I don't see
again.
why not.
I don't think it's happening today.
They have good ties with it. I mean, you know, the Paul brothers now, and, you know, they have quite a few of their roster is from Puerto Rico. So
at least 2. Zelina Vega.
Mm-hmm. Chris says MS would use machetes in this I Quit match. Chris says Beast in the East was Brock versus New Day and Demon Bálor versus Kevin Owens, which was a New Japan style match. Seems like a weird group of people to
the
have
New Day was around
pay-per-view before the app and stuff.
I didn't even know the New Day was around that long ago. Cody, Cody, Cody. He's holding his belt weird. Hold it up, put it on, wear it. Be a champion. Look behind him. Look behind him! He's rolling solo. Well, somebody asked what's next for Cody, and now we know. It's the bootleg bloodline. Look behind him! It's 3-on-1! The Tiny Tongan, huh? It's the Tiny Tongan, his older brother, and Solo, but Randy's coming out to help Cody. Oh, and Kevin Owens. Yeah, it's a 3-on-3. They might have to have this 6-man tag team match on SmackDown this week. They don't have any kind of advantage. All 3 of the members of Cody's team is better than all 3 of the members. Even the worst member, Kevin Owens, is still better than the best member of the bootleg bloodline. The bootleg, yeah. The bloodline that was bought on Wish. Are you making a shake?
What?
You making a shake?
No.
Cool. All right. Well, what's next? We don't know. But Cody just got jumped by the Tiny Tongan and Solo Sequoia and the Tiny Tongan's older brother. And now and then Kevin Owens and Randy Orton came out and helped. So I would assume we're going to have maybe a 6-man tag team match on SmackDown. Fanatics Fest in NYC. Hulk Hogan's going to be there, so you know it's going to be good. Bianca Belair will be there. That's good. Cody's going to be there. Rhea's going to be there. CM Punk's going to be there. Bayley's going to be there. Jade Cargill's going to be there. Miz is going to be there. Paul Heyman's going to be there. Like a, what's that thing with the Comic-Con, but for wrestling? Yeah, but for wrestlers. It's in New York City in August. Be there or be square. Is Jey Uso wrestling tonight? Have to look up a fight card. I tried to print it off like 8 kajil times, but yeah, probably somewhere. All right, we got Damian Priest, McIntyre. We have an I Quit match, which already happened. We got Bayley and Piper. We got Sami and Chad, and then we've got the women's match. So there's no reason for Jay to have anything going on right now, but he's out, like, talking. A promo, not a promo. God damn, Travis. What do they call the video packages? Promo? A vignette. Oh, vignette. It's a vignette of part of the bloodline. I get the bloodline's a big deal, but it's time to move on from Jay. That's what I wanted.
Was to eat, not
that bowl of stuff. Give it to me.
I'm not letting you eat all the things out of it.
You can just have a noodle.
I don't want the noodles, just the noodles. I want all the stuff. Don't eat me. Look at your own crap. And don't just eat the...
I'm not gonna not eat... I'm not gonna eat gluten all of a sudden just because you won't let me eat everything else.
Don't eat any of it. You know the gluten probably is all over the other stuff, too.
You think it rubs its balls all over it?
Yes. It's touching, so yeah.
With its gluten balls?
Yeah. It's got its gluten garbage all over everything.
I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it does. All right. Where'd I leave off at? Again.
Gluten
okay.
balls.
Chris says MS would use... Oh. Read that. Beast. Sophie said I could see Australia and Scotland hosting a WWE pay-per-view again. Chris says, yeah, Beast the West was in 2015, or Beast in the East was 2015. Walter says, Cody won, okay, respect. Chris says, why is Gorilla of Destiny attacking his friend Cody? I don't know what that is. Walter says, big fight after the match. Who was fighting?
I told you. It was the Tiny Tongan.
Oh.
And his older brother. Or
okay.
bigger brother.
Oh, the Bloodline came out and attacked Cody? Okay.
Yes. And then Kevin
came out and saved him?
And
or helped him?
And Ray.
Joey says, hey, everybody, how you doing, guys? How are you guys doing? Great, Joey, how are you doing tonight? Or this afternoon, I guess, or depending on where you're at. Sophia says, Chad Gable confirmed today he re-signed with the WWE. That was confirmed like a week and a half ago, but yeah. Sophia says the ending to that match was weird. Cody versus Solo, really? That's where we are going after today. Yeah. I should have, I guess I ran into a, whatchamacallit?
A blender.
No. A spider web? Delicious.
Rock Vegas, huh?
Sophie says, wow, Cody versus Solo, really? That's where we are going after today?
Yeah, it's silly, but it'll work. The very best.
The very best.
Are they on sale? Is that why they're showing us all this? Priority passes?
The priority packages are now available, it said.
Dang, for WrestleMania. Just down the road, really. It's only about a 6-hour drive.
No, it's longer than that.
Is it? 7 hours?
To Vegas?
Yeah, it's not very
It's
far.
like 15 hours.
It used to be in the 80s. It's not anymore. We've always been a floating people.
I think when Isla said when she drove down there, it was a lot longer than that. It was like 10 or 11 hours.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how long it is, but it's not very long. I could see it being 9. It's probably 7 hours from Salt Lake.
Hmm.
9 hours. It takes 8 to 9 hours.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
Okay, we got the dames up next. It looks like we got Alba, Fyre, and
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
This is for the tag team championships of the women's division. Alba
Yeah.
Fyre and Isla Dawn coming out. And this is going to be against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
And Shayna Baszler.
Oh, yeah, it's a 3-way.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Stupid. Anyways, we'll just want to know who the second match was, and this is who the second match is.
It's finally happening. What are we, an hour in? Yeah.
Yeah, about.
So one match an hour, and there's 5 matches, so we'll be right
And they
around
had like
5
a
hours.
weird pause between, so, some time. Joey says, is it just me, or was that match absolutely bullcrap? I did not like that much. I thought it was very, very stale.
It was slow, it was stale, and the part you can't forget is it made AJ look bad.
Yeah.
I get he's the heel, and that's okay, but to quit because you're scared to get hit is ridiculous.
Mm.
And then Cody hit him anyways, which is very bullying, and I know they're anti-bullying campaign. If somebody asks you not to do something, you just don't do it. It doesn't mean you keep doing it.
Travis, you're so weird.
Well, thought that was an
You get on the weirdest soapboxes about stuff sometimes. They're so anti-bullying, and then he was bullying him.
Well, that was a full bully.
Chris says Gable should win. He would have so much heat. Sophie says Randy versus Cody. Is it too soon to pull that trigger or wait for it later on? There's no story there yet, so
It's going to happen at Mania, and it'll be great. So we'll just let it happen.
they're going to have that, especially with Kevin Owens coming out and helping Cody. Like, something that kind of opens the door for Randy just because he came out and saved Kevin last night.
Yeah.
So that kind of opens some of that up.
I think that it'll culminate at Royal Rumble with Randy and Kevin. They'll fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Randy will move on to Cody after that, whether he wins the Rumble or whatever. And then The Rock will come back and wrestle Roman. Drew McIntyre will wrestle Seth and Punk. Trying to think of other matches that they've been. Bianca Belair and.
You think that
Jade Cargill.
Seth will come back and they'll put the title back on him from
No,
Damian?
I think Drew McIntyre will be champion at that point.
Really?
And then CM Punk and Seth will be trying to get it. And CM Punk and Seth don't like each other, so that's already built in. And then Drew McIntyre's inserted himself. Here comes Jade. I was going to leave, but I had to wait for her.
No, you can't leave. Did they
That's
come
what
out?
champions look like.
Did Shayna and them come out already?
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching. That's funny.
She's like, and I'm not even remotely trying to be mean or disrespectful to Charlotte, but she's like what Charlotte wants to look like.
I know.
Like what Charlotte is trying to be.
What she strived to be.
Mm-hmm. All that working out and all the weight loss, all that stuff that she does. She's like, I just want to look like that.
Yeah.
But that's who she reminds me of. She reminds me of Charlotte. Back when Charlotte had the bigger boobs and everything. But obviously different because she's way more built.
I didn't look up to see what she looked like, and now I'm just mesmerized.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. And Esther is cute, but she just like completely outshadows her. Or shadows her.
Shines. She outshines her.
Which causes a shadow that blocks out Esther, is what I'm trying to say. Although Esther the other night when she had her hair all done, she was so cute that I couldn't take my eyes off her to see Jade.
Yeah, when her hair was a little bit all soft. It was softer.
Well, and she had like blonde bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Which she's not have at all now.
Yeah, she's not doing that tonight. Yeah, it went with her skin tone really, really well.
Mm-hmm. The Carmella.
The caramel.
Caramel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here it is.
Anyways.
The match is underway. I'm going to leave.
Sophie says, I hate to say this, could be the bathroom break of the pay-per-view. Nah.
Well, I am leaving, but it's not because of that. It's Jade's worth watching every second of. So.
Chris says, let's go Kaylee Ray, a.k.a. Alba Fyre, and Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
Walter says Jade and Belair for the win. And
yeah,
Chris
probably.
says, eye candy Shayna. Sophie said that match was okay. Ending to that match, it seemed like it was last-minute thing. Sophie says they have been teasing Randy and Cody before Cody won the championship at Mania as well. Joey says, I think the same thing. It was very, very predictable. It was just not a good match. I was all about Cody being the champion, but now it's just gotten too predictable. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, when Roman was the champion, it was the same thing, right? Everybody knew no matter what, he was going to win. Wesley, the WWE and AEW and TNA guy, hey Wesley guy, says, hi, hello. Good to see you tonight. We're just watching the tag team women's match between 3 tag teams. We got Bianca and Jade, the champions, versus Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark versus Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. That's what's happening right now, if you want to know. So he says Jordan Grace wants a WWE versus TNA pay-per-view, and Picola is now in the chat. Says, howdy, folks. Hey, Picola. How's the show looking so far? Well, we've only had one match. This is the second match of the night. The first match was the Cody and AJ Styles I Quit match, and of course Cody won it by having AJ Styles say I quit. That's what happened. So he says, don't they usually put Mania tickets on sale like October or November? I like these international pay-per-views because you get to see new countries. People's like, miss our tribal chief. Right? So he says it'll be interesting to see when Roman comes back. That is when this new Bloodline story gets more heated. Will it? I don't know. I just feel like the whole Bloodline thing is just dumb. And now they're trying to pull this Uncle Howdy stuff, and ugh, I feel like that's just lame. But that's just my opinion. I know they're trying to make the Uncle Howdy stuff like relevant, but I feel like it's not really a good thing for Bray Wyatt's memory in wrestling. Jade taking out some girls in the corner, showing all her power. Wow. She threw herself right into her. Joey says, well, I get that. I get that, but Cody is a face that's like too John Cena-ish. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of putting in some of the not so facey stuff with Cody, though, if you haven't noticed. Like, he's kind of been a little more, you could say, not face-ish with some of his actions. which might be actually good for him. So he's not such a uber good guy. He's kind of playing along more Randy Orton type of stuff, which might be better. Where he can be kind of an asshole to everybody. And Chris says, Alba Fyre, longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champ. Well, that's pretty sad that they relegated her from that to being in a tag team then. Sophie says, we don't even know if Jey Uso will find a way back into the Bloodline storyline. SmackDown does have a lot of faces on its roster. They don't have that many hills on the main event scene. Yeah, well, it's for kids, right? So you gotta have all the nice people, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it means or anything of that nature, so. What's sad is that you have, I'm not saying that your champions aren't great. I love Jade Cargill and stuff like that. But is it sad that you're in your own home country and they're not really cheering for you that much? They're cheering kind of for the actual champions right now. So it's kind of weird to me. They're trying their hardest to like get involved with this, but I don't know. Pico's like, I just work here. But do you? Do you? Chris says, yeah, you can imagine Cody be a heel. He would say, you love American Dream, Dusty Rhodes? Well, I've been champion longer than my daddy ever was. That would get so much heat. Well, and he's the nightmare, right? So, I mean, that constitutes he can be on the dark side of things. I don't think it's doing its job. It's gonna burn up my motor. Pico says, and sometimes chant, you still got it. There you go. Joey says, I can't believe it, I'm saying this, but I actually do think that the Drew McIntyre Damian Priest actually might be a better championship match than the WWE Championship. It might be, just because we might see a CM Punk sighting and stuff like that happening with it, you know, just because of the heat with Drew McIntyre. We'll see how that goes. Chris says, LL, they would cheer for Alba if they told the sob story I told last night. Probably not. I don't know how they are with that kind of stuff. Do they, like, all of a sudden they're like, oh, that poor girl. You know? Or is it like, oh, well, shit happens in life. I don't know. Sniper like. They're giving some ring time to the other tag teams. We got a lot of stuff happening between Shayna Baszler, Zoey Stark, and Alba Fyre, and Isla Dawn. Kind of going back and forth with those guys. Bianca's just kind of sitting in a corner right now. Jade must be out, just hanging somewhere on the outside. We'll see how this goes. I'm wondering how it will go because I'm not sure if they're ready to like change the women's tag team titles off these guys just because of how popular they've been. So it'd be kind of weird. They finally got a little bit of action in the crowd. I'm not sure what's being thrown around back there or off to the side there, but that was weird. Going after Shayna. She thought she was going to get something there.
Who's going to win?
I don't know. Jade's still on the outside, so it could be. They just threw Bianca out of the ring again. Basically, it's just been a fight between these Shayna Baszler, Zoey Stark, and Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. Fuck. Anyways, that's what's been happening so far. They're pretty much the main teams that have been doing stuff right now. They've kind of kept Bianca and Jade out of it. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Chris says Drew better come out to his Broken Dreams theme song. I mean, all the way, not just part of it, like in Wales. Joey says, did you hear about they might be bringing back Bad Blood pay-per-view? Yeah, one of our people in here, Sophia, I think, mentioned it. That they were going to add another pay-per-view that was from the old days. Piccolo says, Kaylee Ray has lead feet. Oh, is that the Alba Fyre person?
Yeah. They made her change her name.
Sophie says, the only thing I missed about Vince is the theme music. Alba and Dawn and Piper wouldn't be on the pay-per-view if it didn't take place in Scotland. That's kind of rude. Piccolo says, oh, I don't acknowledge Alba Fyre. Is that Walter or Gunther? Is there a human out there that's that guy?
Oh. Jade just screwed up.
What did she do?
Big time.
I wasn't looking.
Oh, damn it. She went to slingshot off the ropes and missed.
Oh.
And just fell right on her face.
Oh, poor girl. That happens. Oh, God. That could have pulled something. As Chris said, Jade missed her springboard. Botched so bad. It can happen to anybody. This is why she needs to have this honing right here, right? This is the stuff why we need her to be in matches. Be with somebody who can kind of, help her out. Because that you don't want to see that as a champion, like a champion. So it's fine that she's a tag team champion. She's still honing and stuff like that. And she tries hard not to make mistakes because she knows it can hurt other people. But, sometimes it happens. It almost sounded like you bogged that thing down in there. It sounded terrible.
Just thicker this time.
Yeah, gotta be careful with that. I don't know how strong that motor is on that.
1200 watt.
Doesn't sound like it's very strong. Sophie says Drew keeps teasing bringing back Broken Dreams for years, though. Sophie said this match has been botchy all over the place.
Is Broken Dreams like Shattered Dreams? Is it where you kick him in the nuts? She just pump kicked her in the ass. Poor Jade. You can tell she knew she screwed up, and now she's too stuck in it.
Yep, she's trying to not hurt people.
That's it. New champion.
So they did give it to him. I was wondering if they were going to.
Well, I knew they were going to take it off of Jade. And Bianca, because it didn't make any sense for them to be champions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. Jade's like, this is all my fault. Never botched so much in my life.
They wouldn't have changed it just because of that. It was already predestined who was going to win.
Oh, I know. For sure. There's no way Triple H in the back said, change the outcome, she fell. Oh God, she got a
So there's This is a contradictory of terms for Sophie. In her defense, Jade isn't used to wrestling in front of a packed crowd. I think they put Jade on the main roster too early. She should have went to NXT because she still seems green. That's a contradictory of what you're saying. So you're trying to say that in her defense that she's not used to a packed crowd. She's not. And that's why they're putting her with somebody who is. And she's doing really well. The thing with Jade, if you haven't noticed with her moves, is she tries her hardest because she is so strong not to hurt the other wrestler while she's doing her moves. And that can cause your confidence not to be correct in what you're doing because you're so worried about the other person that you can botch like she did. That's usually why that happens.
She's crying.
Well, her mom just died. Mm-hmm. So, you know, dead people make you emotional. So, and the fact that she already went through, quote unquote, what you would consider development in AEW, Sophie. So what they had to do was hone and get rid of bad habits that she may have learned in AEW, which they did, because even though she came over, you didn't see her on doing an actual match for months and months. So there's just a difference. And the fact that you couldn't just put her in NXT, because we've seen what they've done with NXT and the talent there. It's garbage shit. And most of them are so much greener than even Jade is in that sense. So Jade already had a lot of that. It now just needs to be finessed. And that's going to take time. That's not going to happen in just a few months. And her confidence just needs to be there. She's probably the type of person who's just too hard on herself.
Well, there it is. There's your title change for the country they're in.
Yep.
Because the other two aren't happening.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah. That's their only title change they're going to get, so they better like it. And we know that the tag team titles don't mean shit. Really, in all reality. For the women's especially. When Piccolo says, who would have thunk Shayna would dominate Jade, baby girl? Chris says, wow, crowd is behind them. They won. Isla got the win. Yeah, she pinned Shayna. Sophie says, wow, what is a surprise? And Piccolo says, oh, well, that's your answer. Chris says, the sob story worked. Piccolo's like, old Trips is a softie. Oh, boy. Yeah. Not surprising. She's overcome so much by coming back here. And it's like, yeah, people have to pay their fucking bills still just because, unfortunately, people they're very close to pass away in horrible circumstances. Doesn't mean that they still don't have to live their lives. That doesn't mean you give them titles, but whatever.
Orgasm?
Orgasm. Do it so good. Fuck. You UK people.
So they still give you commercials.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because they're assholes. Like, oh, you pay money for this? Here's a commercial for you.
Well, other people have commercials, so we're going to do this instead. Which is a commercial.
Mm-hmm. Joey says, what is going on with this pay-per-view? What the hell kind of match was that? How are you going to take the titles off of freaking Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair this soon? Chris,
Triple threat.
Yeah. Chris says, yep, Alba emotional moment. And Piccolo says, first ever flowers presented to new champs. Joey says, this is why women's titles don't mean shit. Because they take them off of talented people like Jade and Bianca Belair. The thing of it is that Jade and Bianca need to be singles wrestlers too. And you can't push somebody towards a championship, a singles championship, if they're in a tag team situation all the time. Now we're going to see if they win it back right? Because they'll probably have, like, be able to have a rematch of some kind. And what's going to be the bomb explosion that pushes Jade and Bianca to fight each other?
Right.
Because they're going to do it. You know it. Because that's what they fucking do. That's what fucking Triple H does, because he's a freak. So.
It's old-fashioned booking. It's Triple H. It's Vince McMahon. It's WWF shit. Break up tag teams. Break up tag teams.
Well, and they're not a tag team.
Oh, I know.
And they're not an actual tag team. They're singles wrestlers that got put together.
It's a lazy way to create a feud.
Yeah.
If you don't want to put any effort into it, you make them a tag team.
And then
you know
have
they're
them
gonna
fight.
break up. He got his time and his respect. Whooped his ass. Candy ass.
he got his candy ass.
Yeah. See right here. There it is. Candy ass. Whack.
Candy ass whooping. Oh no.
Sami ain't shit. It's my campaign. Why they put a title on him, the world may never know. He's a good talker. He should just be a manager.
Yeah. Be a manager.
Stick with the plan, idiot. And he lost it fast because he's such an idiot. Yeah, because he's an idiot.
Yeah. And Jay says Jade Cargill and Bianca are not going to happen yet. This was a perfect opportunity for Jade Cargill. She is still raw. She is not ready yet for the main event. So we're having these tag team. And she does need it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But how long is it going to take for him to do that, right? I don't know how long they give him for, like, improvements, I guess you could say.
As long as it takes.
Because she is a star. Like, people immediately liked her. Immediately were...
Charlotte was botchy and jerky for fucking 7 years.
Oh my god, she was so robotic. It was so crazy. When she finally got smoother, it was crazy, but it happened finally.
Oh, poor girl's foot.
Yeah. She got her ankle broken when she got hit and fell off the ropes.
It's so sad.
Sad.
Anytime something like that happens.
Piccolo says it's formulatic, or however you spell it.
Yeah.
That word. Mick Love Wrestling in the chat. Hey, Mick says, what's up? Not much, bud. How are you doing today? Piccolo says, of course, the box is checked whenever Jade becomes a Triple Crown champion. Joey says, forget my last statement. I just not liking this pay-per-view so far and making no sense. Oh, we're not going to forget it because it's great to have those discussions, right? We want to, have what your opinion is behind the scenes of what you think and stuff of that nature.
I actually want your opinion.
Because in all reality, it might be something to point out that maybe we aren't looking at. So there is nothing wrong with that. And I actually agree. I don't mind Jade being with somebody like that because it does give her more time to improve what needs to be improved. Because I'm not saying that by any means. I love Jade. I loved Jade when she was in AEW. I was a huge fan the minute I saw her, and even though she was, even in there, the improvement from day one to a year later having that title was phenomenal for her. But this is a whole different ballgame, right? This is completely different from what she's used to. And a lot of it is going to depend on how well she forgives herself for the botches in the ring that just happened and how much confidence she gets and what she does to help change that in the next match and the next match and the next match, right? Because that's the growth you want to see in the wrestlers that you like. And sometimes it just never happens. Like, they could be in this shit for 15 years and they stay exactly the same. Nothing ever changes. They never get better at talking. They botch all the time. They have terrible moves. Even when they change their moveset, they can't do them right. I mean, just a lot of different stuff. But you want to see the growth, and she needs that. There's nothing wrong with it. Do I think she needed to start in NXT? Fuck no, because I think that would have been below her. She was just not at that point. She's at just into the new one. There's your Uncle Howdy BS, Chris. It happened during this match. I don't know what it means or why, but there you go.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what Chris calls it, is the Uncle Howdy BS. So I'm just going with Uncle BS on Sami entrance. There it is. Chris said it finally. Good job, buddy. I was waiting for your comment if you were still in here. Thank you, guys. If you're here and you're in the States, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. I know that sometimes we have better things to do, especially on a Saturday afternoon. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. And if you guys are in another country and you're hanging out with us, thank you for taking the time of your evening to spend the time with us. We really appreciate it.
All right, Chad.
It's the Intercontinental Championship.
Take this belt back from Canada. You're an American.
We'll see how well this goes.
You're a hero.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line.
Bring that championship back to America.
Chris says, I said a massacre is coming. Pickle says, refer to Goldberg or other dynamic debuts.
Yes.
I don't know them, so I can't compare.
Goldberg, there will never be another. I wish that they could find somebody that would be him, but since it's already been done, I don't know if they could do it the same way, because it would just be copy. Hey, it's from the Goldberg thing. But just how he looked, you were just like, oh, fuck. And how strong he was, and how athletic he was.
Yeah.
You just were like, what the? He was it. He couldn't talk, though. But you didn't need to, because he just ran through people and left.
Right.
But eventually you're going to need to talk.
Yes. Chris says tonight Collision thinks they can outdo tonight, this afternoon, as they will have Thunder versus Diona.
I see that. Rosa versus Rosa.
Lame. I don't even want to watch it. Ugh. That Diona Perez is... Ugh.
Rosa?
Yeah, I don't...
So misshapen. I know it's not her fault. She still has a pretty face.
Yeah, but I don't really enjoy Thunder Rosa's wrestling style either, and so I just have a hard time watching them. Some of them. Like, their wrestling style is just kind of weird to me. It's awkward looking and feeling. I have to, like, tamper down that whole secondhand embarrassment thing for them. Because it's so embarrassing and the crowd's just like...
Yeah, Peraza, I'm definitely not a fan of. Thunder, like, if I had an organization, she would be on it. I'd be okay with it. Like, I wouldn't not hire her. But there's no way I would hire Peraza. Like, no. But there's a few women I wouldn't hire. But there's also women that I would hire that nobody else would even touch. Because Tully Blanchard's daughter would come. I would have her on.
She would be under some strict regulations, but she'd be there. As Piccolo says, blame Canadia. Yeah, damn Canadia. Blame Canadia. They're the terrible, floppy-headed, beady-eyed people. Chris says, Wardlow trying to be Goldberg and even did same spot match with Wardlow versus MJF. It could have been like Hogan versus Goldberg, but crowd in AEW didn't work. Chris says Tay Conte, aka Mello, is training for her return. Interesting. Piccolo says, hey, late last night I went on the SmackDown back catalog and watched their 15th anniversary episode. Huh.
That's interesting.
This is back in 2014 or so. What?
Whoa.
Okay, Piccolo. Serious question. So you watched their 15th episode,
15th
anniversary episode from 10 years ago. What differences did you see there that have changed the dynamic of SmackDown today that makes it better and makes it worse? In your opinion.
Compare and contrast.
Chris says, funny enough, Thunder owns a wrestling promotion here in Texas called Mission Pro Wrestling. That's fine.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's great. I'm glad that she does something like that and has the ability to hopefully give the future to other wrestlers. Picola says it was back 14 or so. So do you recall the guy Adam Rose? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Rosebuds. I even remember him from pay-per-views.
Yeah, he well, I don't know if he still is, but he got jacked. He was all muscly.
Oh, yeah, I remember. We saw him and you were like, that was that Adam Rose guy because he was all skinny and weird looking. She shouldn't even be at ringside, but Gable drags her out here with her boot and her foot in a boot. People's like, well, he has a party entourage called the Rosebuds. Yeah, they were the Rosebuds.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers that came from that group.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys came from it.
Chris says, I love the Rosebuds. Yep. It's so funny when they do weird shit like that, everybody remembers. It's kind of like the weird shit they did in that one promotion and all the people came out in those penis costumes. All of her spikes in her hair.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of your dragons. Oh, God,
Yeah.
is your dragon broken?
No, that was shit I found on the floor. I didn't want the puppy to chew on. That's from the other.
I forgot to put them away.
No, they're up there. They're blue and black, not red.
That looks purple to me.
Oh. It's the red, black stuff. It's the support thingies or whatever that got messed up on that one. Pico says, well, they had Zelina Vega and Deonna Purrazzo. The Rosebuds? That's what Travis was saying. Like, that there was a whole bunch of other wrestlers that came from that group. There's like a whole bunch of guys that came from it, too.
Yeah, I think there was some dudes that came. I know one of them was the bigger guy, but I can't remember who they were.
Chris says, and 2014 they had Fandango.
Loved it.
Yeah, with what's-her-face. She didn't even know how to dance. But she lied and said she did. She didn't last long in the WWE.
I liked her, but...
She was just eye candy, though. She didn't really... She just...
You know, God, what was her
Fandango.
What was her name? I guess she was like just a huge slut. Like slept with everybody in the back.
Yeah, she was on.
What was her name?
She was on the Diva show with those girls too.
Yeah. I can't think of her name. Huh. She kind of reminds me of Maxxine Dupri, but she was leggier.
For the life of me, can't remember her name.
She was like a professional dancer.
Was she?
Yeah, no, if you're thinking of the one that lied, it was Eva, the Eva girl, the pretty redhead. Because she was supposed to be Fandango first. And they're like, she's like, yeah, because you're
What's his face's wife?
There's no wives, but...
Or husband, or, yeah. No.
No, it's just Eva, that beautiful redhead.
Oh, was she? Yeah, she was the one, and she was on the Divas,
and she came out,
she was the liar.
Didn't know how to dance.
She came back, and everybody was all mad, and you were like okay with it because she has big boobs.
And she's pretty,
but she's kind of stupid.
She has her own like makeup line. She was the prettiest WWE wrestler ever.
Ava. Didn't she like say her name like Ava?
I can't remember.
Fuck.
But anyways, I'm pretty sure she's the prettiest ever. Like face, like. But she's never been good. You couldn't say she's the best wrestler.
Oh, God, no. Ugh.
Not even close. But, or the total package, none of that.
What the hell was that girl's name? Does it start with an S? No. It wasn't S.
Fandango's arm candy?
Yeah. Pickle says, see the time frame? Skunk Rollins had the money in the bank. I called him Skunkhead. I never knew his name, by the way. I just like, here's that skunk guy out there. Because he looks so stupid with his hair called that. Chris says, yep, and now Fandango is called Dirty Dango. Now in TNA, he's actually a cool gimmick now, but it's kind of like reality-based. He's a heel. It kind of reminds me of like Shia LaBeouf type of character. Cool promo. Nobody said he couldn't cut a promo pretty good. I mean...
Okay, that's a picture of her. Can you think of her name now? I can't. So I'll look.
I could picture her in my head. Because her face is like really...
I think the other girl's
she reminds me of
Marie, the pretty one.
Yeah, she reminds me of...
Summer Rae?
Summer Rae. I knew it started with an S, but she reminded me of Paris Hilton. Because the way her face is really like small featured. Mm-hmm. That's why. Summer Rae. That was her fucking name.
I knew it would pop up.
I knew it started with an S.
Look what I typed in. Oh,
your search?
Fandango's arm candy.
That's hilarious. Chris is like, yeah, Summer Rae. Yeah. All right, so if you guys are just joining us, sorry, we're contemplating back stuff. Piccolo was watching an episode, the 15th anniversary episode of SmackDown, so we got distracted. We are watching a match right now on the pay-per-view of Clash of the Castle. It is the Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable match for the Intercontinental Championship. You can see how excited we are about this. Ooh, yippee skippy.
Sami should be a manager. This dude's terrible. What the hell is that? A sit-down slingshot backflip? Thanks, Sami. You learn something new. You got 8 AEW fans out there chanting, "Holy shit! Holy shit!"
Well, the reason why is because Ricochet probably taught it to him before he left. Brandon says Piper Niven, she's a women's championship. You know, in a lot of people's minds, she is, Brandon.
I wish, but it's not happening.
Chris says they need to bring back Eva Marie. I guess she sucks, but damn it, she has real definition of eye candy. Like Shayna. God, Chris. They're like complete opposite. God, you're so weird.
It's so funny. Because Scarlett Bordeaux is the true definition of that, right? She's the smoke show. She's legit number one.
Right.
She's a 10, like a true one. But she's already here, and they don't use her that way. Mm-mm. And it's so weird. And it's like, you do realize that you have a true star.
I think the reason why is because either she doesn't want it, or her husband pulls the strings in that relationship. And he's like, oh, hell no, you ain't using my wife for any of that shit. She stays with me at all times, no matter what. Uchinoku driver? What the fuck is that?
It's something that
it sounds like you made it up on the fly there, Cole. Or whatever his name is. Maybe it was the other one. I know it's not him. Him.
Cole?
Was it Cole? Or was it
was
Corey?
Corey Graves.
Corey making up shit. Brandon's like, Otis screwed by Chad Gable. In some ways. Chris says, and instead of Liv, you could have done Dom with Eva Marie, and that would be so much fucking heat. But she couldn't fight, and that'd be weird. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. Who won the ladies' tag match? Isla Dawn and Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn, but yes.
Yes, I know, but if I say it, it sounds like I'm saying Alba at the same time, and so I fucking have to repeat myself because I'm like, am I saying the first name the same on each one of the fucking stupid bitches? Jesus Christ. Anyways, Walter says, see you on Monday for Raw, 8 p.m. All right, Walter. Well, you have a good dinner. We'll see you on Raw. Don't forget to watch Collision tonight later, buddy. Chris says, no, Cross, bitch, ass doesn't want it. That's why he's a cuck man, LOL. He's the type to go to the store with her for one little thing like, fuck off, man. I don't know, Chris. I have no idea what their dynamic is in real life. But you'd have to think something of control was in that area just because she literally, that's only there for his stuff and that's it. Like, they tried to have her do some stuff and they X'd that as quick as possible. Like, completely was like, no, she's not wrestling. She's not doing any of that. Did you notice that? They, like, had her do some, and then it was like, no.
Right.
Walter says, oh, boo. Yeah. We'll see how it works out, Walter. They did it because, they're in their home country and, her mom got killed. I don't know how that makes up for it, but whatever. Oh, your mom died? You know what we'll do? We'll give you the tag team titles. That'll be okay. Like, seriously. It's weird.
It's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
It's because she's from there. They probably already had it set up.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God, he landed right on the top of his head. Hopefully he's okay.
Because Sami couldn't do the move correctly because he's stupid?
He's a stupendous intellect. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not strong. He looks like he forgot to work out in a gym.
I don't think he likes to work out or exercise or eat right. Or shave or bathe.
He's like the stinky people.
He looked like Sarah Logan.
They're like, who wants to have a fight in a match with Sami Zayn and have a storyline? Everybody in the locker room's like, he stinks. No. Chad's like, it's fine. I used to be a wrestler. I'm used to all kinds of stink.
You should smell my gym bag. Have you ever seen that, the Jeff Foxworthy joke?
I must not have seen that one.
He talks about, like, a man can get up, walk over to his closet, and say, hey, look, I found my old gym bag, and open it up and go, and say, dude, you gotta smell this. And the other man, after witnessing that,
the whole thing,
would get up, go over there, and smell it, and go, the third guy will be like, what's it smell like? And go over there and smell it.
Himself.
While women are watching in the back going,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I understand that it smells. I get it. Like, I don't need to smell it. No, you gotta come smell it.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine. I'm going to stay over here.
It's called a courtesy sniff.
Courtesy sniff. Is he going to make him give up?
Tap out, you son of a bitch.
Is he going to tap? He's like, no, I have intestinal fortitude. Chris says, yep, Scarlett was very sexual in TNA. Participant trophy. Vlad is in the chat. Hello, Vlad. Good to see you today. How's it going? Chris says, but if Gable did go to AEW, I want Gable versus Christian Cage and Learning Tree.
Does he have a dead dad? Yeah. It only works if they have a dead dad.
Yeah, he would have to have his dad dead. Is Gable's dad dead? Where do you have to do? What? Where? But we know that Gable's not going to AEW anytime soon because he re-signed with the WWE.
Yeah, not only is he re-signing, but he's going to be there for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
And he signed a 2-year deal. I think if I was Gable, I would have signed a 5.
Just make sure you're set. And then, like, make sure that you can, like, be in the back with them. You know, teaching the new people coming up and
hit
stuff.
Him in the head when the referee's distracted.
Be the new
Maxxine.
Drew Gallagher.
Get him, Maxxine! Get him, Maxxine! Get him, Maxxine! Do your job. It's your only job. Oh, you worthless.
She can't. She's a nice person.
Chad just needs to get his stable in order. If you're going to have a bunch of losers. You know, anytime you take a bunch of losers and you try to make them good, they're still losers at heart. Right?
No.
You've got to go deeper into it, man. You got to talk about how horrible her family life was. What did her daddy do? Oh my God, but from behind? He tried to kick her. Sami was trying to kick her.
Why isn't Otis
That's
hitting
his
her?
finisher.
It's a good thing the
Sami
ref
was trying to kick a woman.
It's a good thing the ref slipped. He almost got that 3 out. Chris says, speaking of Christian Cage, Celebration Father's Day tonight segment on Collision. Yeah, by the way, it's Father's Day tomorrow, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there if you're a father. And you might be a father and you don't know it, so happy Father's Day to you as well.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, 5 years from now, you'll get a knock on that door. I'm just kidding. He's like, don't you dare yell at her.
Goddamn, Otis, you're going to cost him his title.
Vlad is in the chat, but he said stuff, I don't know. Maybe ask how we're doing. But we're doing great, Vlad. Hopefully you're doing good as well.
Sami hit Otis! What a fucking dick. Can you imagine? He was sticking up for her, and Sami hit him. Come on, Chad.
Finish the job, Chad.
Okay, nobody's home, but he landed on his feet. Now here comes the Bexploder into the Halula kick. Boo!
Boo.
Oh, Wisely rolls out.
Those amazing powers of recovery.
He's got so many of them.
Amazing powers?
Of recovery.
Oh. Oh no. Chris says, "Okay, Gable rolled out. Let's go." Oh no.
Who hit her?
Oh no,
Was it Otis?
Chad.
Oh, Chad did it on accident?
He kind of chopped her leg. Otis is pissed off now. He's like, yell at her. Now you're hurting her.
Otis, it's obviously Sami's fault. Take it out on Sami. How are you? Was the first one he said, and then the last one, how's the weather there?
Sunny and warm.
It's good outside. A little windy all year for some reason. Come on, Otis! Sami did it!
Just go take Maxxine away.
Like, show her butt. Give us that view. Show her butt. I know she's a terrible actress, so show her butt and it'll be fine.
He's like, I'm leaving. Take care of your own shit. I guess that Tozawa didn't have a visa to go to Scotland.
They didn't want to pay for that extra ticket. They're like, no, dude, first down back. Hula kick, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Sami. Boo! And still Intercontinental Champion. Boo. Yeah, Cole. He's a hindrance. He shouldn't have been out there if he couldn't do his job. He had one job. Thank you.
They're worthless tools, he said.
Sami wanted to kick her bad.
Oh.
You could tell there.
What? Chris is like, Otis, damn it, it's not his fault. Damn it, Maxxine, sell him the knee. Chris is like, Sami. Chris says, LOL sign in the crowd says, I love TV time. Yeah. Piccolo says, meanwhile, the ref could have counted to 25, but we have to get the Otis carrying the girls spot. Yeah. Piccolo's like, we miss you, Mandy. Yeah, he mentioned his peach.
Yeah, Mandy would have helped there. Because she's a true champion.
Yeah.
Mandy's not a worthless tool. Like Maxxine and Otis.
She has an ankle broken now. She is completely worthless. What else is she going to do?
Worthless tool.
That guy does not like Sami. The guy in the corner. Look at him with his booze. He's like,
he's taking the title back to Canada because America sucks, I guess.
That one guy in the corner must really hate Sami Zayn. The whole time the camera was on him behind him, he's all like... That's pretty funny, actually. Oh, commercial break. Just so you know. We have to have a commercial break for the people who can't afford the high-priced stuff.
Not exactly.
It's true. Will they, though? I feel like they won't make any history, but we'll pretend, right? Piccolo says, go back and get your free health care, you Canuck. That's right.
Wait in line.
With your... Wait, he's not Canadian, though, so... Sami Zayn. No, he's not. He wasn't born there.
Yeah, he was.
No. No, he wasn't.
Was too.
Bet he wasn't.
What are you betting? What do you want to lose? Because you're going to lose. Why do you think it's windy so much?
I don't
know.
Because Utah sucks butthole.
It's
That's
going
why.
that way.
It doesn't matter.
It
does not matter what way the wind is actually blowing. It's Utah. It's always them. They suck.
He was born in Canada.
Lies. He's lying. He's lying.
But his real name is Arabic.
Of course it is.
It's Rami Sabai.
Pico says, it me, I can only afford the base price. But I have Amazon Prime. That's right. You got Amazon Prime, bitch.
They should call him Big Larry again. That was one of his names.
Oh, God.
Big Larry.
Oh, Lord.
He was a Mexican.
Oh, Jesus. Chris says he was generic. The generic.
El Generico.
Chris says, meanwhile, actual history was made of all people. Tatum Paxley, first active contract WWE person wrestling on TNA. Here is a sob story time with Alba and Isla. Yeah, those two. Piccolo's like, Kathy Kelly. She is pretty cute. Oh, Piper.
So much time in men. That's an unbeliever. What my husband told me. Let them know you were here. Sounds so Scottish. Let them know you were here. That's what her husband told. That was the advice.
Okay.
She sounds Scottish.
Does it?
English.
Or is it because of the accent that it was said in?
No, because English people would say when, right? It'd be like, just let them know you were there. Let them remember that you were there. Because you're going to die, because the English will kill you.
Oh.
But, you know, that guy, remember? Forever, brave, whatever.
Yeah, Braveheart.
Yeah.
He yelled freedom, but
yeah.
yeah.
That one. I've seen it once.
Chris says, oh shit, here comes Piper. Yeah. Pico's like, I need closed captioning. I don't understand a damn word.
Right.
Pico's like, whatever happened to Nikki Cross? Well, there's rumors that she's going to be part of the Uncle Howdy BS crap. So
Monday.
Who knows? We'll see on Monday if she's part of that or not.
The Unky Howdy.
Chris says, wonder if the crowd will cheer Baby Reindeer to Piper. LL super fucked up, man. The Baby Reindeer? What in the good Lord? Chris, I don't think I want to know what that's about in any way. I don't think so. I'm probably sure it's something else weird that's happening in the world that we're not aware of. But it sounds creepy. Yeah. The rest of the roster wants it. Piccolo says, has anyone mentioned the new Jurassic World has Scarred Joe in the next film?
No, I don't know.
No, nobody has mentioned the Scarlett Johansson, or however the fuck you say her name.
Just like that. You should say it like that every time. Johansson? Johansson.
I don't think that's how you say her name.
Johansson.
I don't think it's how you say it.
Scarlett Johansson.
She said it's like saying something else.
Johansson.
That people mess it up. People have messed it up, and it's not how you say her name.
She was married to, what's his name? Reynolds.
It's like Denzel Washington.
It's Denzel.
It's Denzel.
So it is because his dad had the exact same name.
Yes.
And so his mom called him Denzel so they didn't get confused. If your mama call you something, I'm going to call you it. It's a rule I've had since I've watched Coming to America in 1987. Right? Like, I mean, if his mom calls him that, that's his name.
Well, I understand that. But, I mean, as you age, you know. And the fact of it is, though, I don't know if he just left it that way because that was how it was. Or if he told him and people just, nope, this is how we say it in the media, so that's your name.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, but as he got older, maybe he, you know, because I don't know how long his dad lived or whatever, you know, but, you know, if he was around during his start of acting and whatnot.
So is Bayley flying a rainbow flag over her Volkswagen convertible? Or is she driving a Subaru?
I bet she drives a Subaru.
Probably a Subaru with stickers on it with the rainbow flag.
Chris says it's the Netflix show, The Fat Lady Stalker of this guy in England. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Like, so it's like a show, like it's, but it's based off real events? What the fuck?
It's about baby reindeer that are heavy.
So are you telling me that some guy in England was being stalked by a lady, but she's fat? So what's the baby reindeer shit?
She needs some bagpipes.
I think she's confused where she's at because I'm pretty sure the thing on her head is not. I don't think that's a Scottish thing. That looks like a beret.
From Sweden, yeah.
Oh no, it's got a pom pom on top.
Okay.
Nope, it's not. It's a Scottish hat.
Wow. Some haggis. What is haggis?
I don't know, but she is literally every man's fucking dream right now.
That's what I said.
She looks just like fucking.
Brittany.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Yeah. How was I
Supposed to know.
Something wasn't right.
Oh, baby, baby. Okay. Why are we singing that? One, I don't know the rest of that song, but it's in a show that Travis likes to watch called Scout's Guide to a Zombie Apocalypse. And they sing it to a fucking zombie in the show. And they're all like, da 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 da. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I need to know now.
Hit me, baby, one more time. And the stupid zombie's like, ah, the whole time, like, excited about it. And then he gets shot in the head.
My loneliness is killing me.
So, there you go. Chris like green with France. Ooh. Okay. What was before that? Oh, Piccolo says Scarlet Joe. Bop. Chris says in Fat Lady talk like Piper. Oh. Piccolo says Junior perhaps. Deadpool 3 is supposed to be the hit of the summer. Sure. Chris says, and as the Fat Lady stalked him, she would call him her baby reindeer. Oh, that's why I said about Piper, which is super fucked up. Dude, I don't... Why are they so weird? That's a weird reference. That's weird. People's like, wow, Chelsea, she can be my Scottish catty anytime. You think? Chris says, I'm going to need that skirt to be higher. Dude, it's pretty high. Pretty high there. People's like, show me how you want it to be. Quentin Mitchell in the chat says that tag team women's championship was meh. And that Jade botch. Yeah.
It happens.
It happens to the best of them.
You can't just look at just the botches, though, right? Like, I mean, obviously they're fun and exciting, but you got to look at the other stuff as well. And after the botch, she was so in her head that she couldn't perform at all.
Yeah.
Like, she was completely engulfed in it. Instead of just allowing and moving forward, that's what scared me.
Yeah, and that's not good, because that she can't have that happen. Because in her head, why that happens is that she's like, I could have hurt somebody.
She wasn't around anybody though.
Yeah, but that's usually where your thought process starts going. If you're a normal person. Mm-hmm. I could have hurt somebody. That could have been somebody that I could have hurt during that time. Pickle's like, tell me, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Laughing. Yeah, Chris says, oh my God, someone in the crowd sign says, happy B-Day, Bayley Reindeer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chris says, well, it's because the guys who was stalked is actually from Scotland, but worked in a pub in England. That's why she called him a reindeer? Dude, I don't... Do reindeer come from Scotland? I thought they came from the tundra.
They do.
Like, what the fuck? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. You want to talk about a crazy? That lady's probably crazy. Pickle is I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Ugh! You can't tell I'm an elder millennial. But are you a millennial? I mean, really? Pickle's like, oh, never mind. I root for my baby mama. Yeah, Bayley's out there. What?
What have you done for me lately? Is that Michael?
Yeah, it's him.
What's his sister's name? Have LaToya. Who's the famous one?
Janet?
Janet. That's her song, isn't it? What have you done for me lately?
Maybe.
I couldn't think of Janet Jackson's name. Holy shit.
You need to video your animals.
I haven't had an opportunity. They're outside.
Oh, yeah. I did throw them out there. Probably better let them in.
You back it up.
Oh, you back it up.
She should have backed it up for everybody.
Chelsea is not afraid to tell people what to do.
Right? She's a manager.
Oh, God. She slapped her. Oops. Oh, she's like, ouch, my hand. She says laughing. she going to bend over on that side? Oh, God. Don't you touch her, I swear. Chris is like, no means no, ho. Brandon says, Bayley, you will be stripped of the women's championship.
Yeah.
She must have said something to him. He's like, whatever.
Oh, shit.
After she inserted herself into this matchup.
Oh, nobody was home.
Ouch. Sure, because you didn't put any water out there. And it's hot. The wind stopped blowing. Flag's not doing anything.
Holy crap. Take a picture of it.
Happens all the time. And it's starting to get the really hot part of the day. The start of it.
Uh-oh. Oh, she stomped on Chelsea's hand.
Ooh, rude. That's not cool at all.
Oh, she's got her hands all over him. She's going to get kicked out. She just got kicked out. Poor Chelsea. Damn it, we're all upset now. Get the eye candy out of there. The crowd's excited to see her leave. But she's so stinking pretty. Uh-oh. Piper needed her out there. Oh, rolls her up. Uno, dos. Almost had her. I'm a big guy. You're kind of a bigger guy. You're a bigger type guy. Why are you such a big guy? Why do you think you're a big guy?
I don't know if he'll eat, but I don't think he's had food since last night.
His deformed tail's touching my... Okay.
His warmth.
He's deformed.
Oh. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Yeah. Being all weird? Being a weirdo? Oh, God.
Yeah.
He's like, let me stick my tongue in your mouth.
Well, I think this is going to end in an hour.
Probably.
Because this isn't going to go that long, and then there's no way the main event's going to go.
No. Kiko says Chelsea is hilarious. She is. I'm glad that she is the way she is.
Did you tell her to feed Barbara?
Yeah. I asked her if she put some of his food in his bowl. Brandon says, don't gloat yet. And Pico says, nah, hey, hey, hey. Chris says, crowd excited for reindeer. Pico says, almost looked like Bayley was signaling for a twist of fate. Why would she signal for a twist of fate?
A tribute to Jeff showing up last night on TNA.
Ew, that's weird.
I know, it does.
Is she a Hardy fan?
She what?
I said, is she a Hardy fan?
I guess.
Okay, I have no idea.
Shit, all these women in wrestling now grew up probably having a crush on him when they were little. He's old. He's been wrestling since the late 90s, I think.
Yeah. How could you have a crush on any of them?
The Hardy.
Yeah.
Jeff was tall and skinny and did the whole headbanging thing.
Oh. Gross.
I mean, he's no Edge. He doesn't do the math. Well, who knows what he does. Into the corner! Bayley. Squish.
Chris. Yep, she actually was. She has a Hardy logo in her journal. Gross, Chris. Pico is like, ew, gross. Pico's like, but I'm just saying, Jeff is different. Different. Yeah. He is a drug addict alcoholic that has a lot of problems. Yeah. Tries to be in the scene of things that he shouldn't be into.
Come on, Piper. It's not going to happen, but it would be cool if it did.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. But, like you said, oh.
Right down on her ass.
She landed on her tailbone.
Hopefully it didn't hurt her lower back long term. She got so much cushion.
I don't know. I was going to say, she's gotten quite a bit of cushion back there recently. She might be okay. I might have taken the brunt of most of that. What kills me is that they put their feet down too, and she's had a knee injury and stuff. Why would you do that? Because it would impact your knees so badly, you wouldn't want to do that. I mean, you wouldn't want to like lay out your legs like flat like this when you fell because it could hyperextend. But you sure in the hell don't want to put your knees out like this to land on a thing. Piper's like,
Bayley.
let me, go. Has she ever been able to do something like that?
I think she was younger.
Oh. She's like, my core doesn't work that way anymore. Oh, God.
Oh, Piper did fall.
Ugh.
Oh, that lower back.
People said that, and Chris is like, guess my comment, it's too explicit. Yeah. We didn't see it on our side, Chris, so probably. Maybe some people got to see it, but I never get to see those comments. Like, some people see them, but I don't. Even on my personal stuff, I never see it. It's weird. It's like really annoying. Yeah.
Like other. Go through. I don't have any filters, so that's like an overall filter.
Yeah, that's what's their face doing it.
Because I could care less what people say. I say that all the time in here too. Say what you will.
People says, so it's been a while. What is Bayley's natural hair color? I don't know. Does she have a natural hair color? I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Isn't Bayley Hispanic?
Yeah, she's Mexican. She's from San Jose.
California?
Mm-hmm. Not that means that you're Mexican automatically. It's just that's where she's from. That's her hometown.
Well, I thought I had remembered them talking about like her heritage or whatever, and that it was.
Can she jump that far? This is her elbow jump. She hits it, it's over.
Can she jump that far? Seriously, no.
She can fall that far.
I fell down.
Oh, she landed it. That might just do it. No, Piper's looking at the hand.
Chris says basically the reindeer explained his big lady stalker sent lots of message to the guy and said she has a baby reindeer toy as kid. I didn't feel bad at all. They try to make sympathetic character. Like to the crazy lady or the guy being stalked. I mean, who are we being sympathizing towards? Pico's like, yeah, she reminds me of my ex in some ways. Her original gimmick name was Davina Rose. Okay. Chris says, well, yeah, Bayley is half Mexican. We call that a Huera or Valley girl. That sounds terrible, Chris. Very slightly derogatory. I just remember like that it had come up like one time, like a few years ago or something, of her heritage and stuff.
Yeah, she's definitely of Mexican descent.
Chris says both, and what's fucked up, the guy went out with a tranny. Did he know? Was he aware of the situation? Because we all learned some things from Crocodile Dundee.
Remember when everybody was against trans fats, and now they're all for fat trans?
Oh my God. That's how it works.
Chelsea!
She's like, I'm somebody else.
We don't know who this one is.
Who is this lady?
Nacho Chelsea.
Everyone knows who you are, he says.
I don't think it was her.
I don't know who that was. That was weird.
Who's under the mask?
That's a completely different person I've never seen ever. Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Why do you think Bayley's doing that?
I don't know. That person was just innocently standing out there. Now she's like, I'm going to take it out on her. Wow.
Here it is. Her
Ooh,
finisher.
do you think she did that because Bayley is half Mexican?
Maybe.
Just kidding. Ooh.
Bayley's not losing.
Chris says, it's not derogatory if you're Hispanic. Chris is like, yes, very aware. Very aware. Thanks for the clarification on that, Chris. I think I'm going to pass on watching said show. It sounds awful. Picola says, or the crying game.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Ray Weena Mysteria. Oh, God. Fuck Picola. Good God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Sidewalk slam.
Oh, shit. Well, I have to give it to Piper. Even though she's a bit of a bigger girl, right? She has pretty good stamina.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there is nothing wrong with this match in that sense. I mean, they've had a little bit of slow spots here and there, but not anything.
Bayley's gonna make anybody look good. It's just the way it is.
Well, I know, but
Oh,
Piper
shit.
does this with other people too. She's had long matches before with people that aren't that good. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
There it is. It's over. Oh, no.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, headbutted her shoulder.
Chris says, I mean, you should watch it. Super fucked, but you can't take your eyes off it. Chris, I think I'm going to pass, because...
That's it.
Gross.
Her shoulder wasn't down. The referee just kept counting over and over. That was funny. I think that really wasn't 3. He counted like 5. Because she was on top of her head, so her right shoulder wasn't down, but the referee just kept counting.
Mm.
Her shoulders gotta hurt after that headbutt.
Chris says the dad of the guy who was stalked is funny. Cusses like a sailor and hates that fat lady. He had argued with her on the phone. Oh, jeez.
Better than knocking her up.
Pickle's like pretty sweet. I know you're a Bayley fan. I'm not a Bayley fan, but...
Allegedly, Chelsea Green was out there.
Yeah, I don't know who that person was. It must have been like a twin. I mean, or something, or somehow they found Chelsea's outfit and put it on.
That's what I was
That was
thinking.
crazy.
See her shoulder? Not down, not down, not down. There now it is, but see. Oh, I thought he counted one more time.
No, but he should have started over. He should have technically counted more.
Yeah.
He
They
should
do
have
that a lot.
stopped and been like, her shoulder ain't down.
They didn't used to do that all the time, but now it seems like it's happening quite a bit.
That they don't care if both shoulders are down or not.
They said fuck it. Boo!
Chris says what's even more fact, fat lady went on Piers Morgan and is suing the guy and Netflix for misportraying her, which makes no sense if she's saying that's not her and she didn't stalk him. So I'm pretty sure there's probably court document stuff that backs up the fact that it's her that did it. And they made a show about it. But her trying to be like, it wasn't me. Does she need that song? By what's his face?
Wasn't me. But Shaggy?
Yeah. Does she need to have that song played for her? It wasn't me. this guy that on like TikTok. He might have a YouTube channel and stuff too, right? Anyways, people like in the comments ask him to take different songs and then make them in a different genre type thing. Mm-hmm. And I guess this one was like completely like asked for a lot. I can't believe that Scotland allowed him to do wind turbines there in their pretty country.
They gotta get power somehow.
It's sad. It's terrible for the environment. Anyways, I guess it was really requested, was for him to do It Wasn't Me by Shaggy in the musical style of Disturbed.
I don't know if I know Disturbed. Is that the sickness? Get down with the sickness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Disturbed. And I didn't listen to the whole thing that he did, but just the very first part of it, I was like, oh my God. It was actually pretty good. Like,
I want to hear him do...
That he could do Disturbed's like
Buddy Holly songs, because Buddy Holly songs, we called him the Too Short of the 50s.
Oh.
But Buddy Holly in a modern day song, because his songs are...
That'd be funny.
Just
yeah, I don't...
If we ever part, then I leave you. That's in his...
Yeah, I don't know. You would have to, like, somehow, like, get it on his stuff. I don't know if you have to follow him to DM or not or whatever, you know, and things. But it would be something that you would have to comment probably lots of times in order for it to happen.
I have 25,000 followers. I have a little bit of poll on TikTok.
Sure, sweet.
I do. They look for things like that.
Pico's like, stole the show. Chris says when it's clearly her and they have all records, it's her. She denying everything. Yep, she is delusional. Sounds like it. Wasn't her, though. Pico's like, wait, I had to double take the name of that show. Fanatics, not Fantastic. I wasn't watching Pico, so I have no idea. No idea. Ew, they're doing it in Canada? Gross. Are they making it Marvel or something? Like...
Money in the Bank, July 6th. After the 4th of July. And the fireworks display.
The qualifying matches begin.
On Monday. I love that they have qualifying matches, yet other people are already in it. Like, I'm in.
I know, right?
Well, I have to qualify.
Especially that Carmelo Hayes one. Like, he should have to do a qualifying and then lose because he sucks butthole. Like, major butthole. Major butthole sucking. Piccolo says, wait, I had to double take. Oh, I didn't catch that. Piccolo says, let's see, La Bamba, but in reggaeton. Chris says, Drew time out to come out to Broke Dreams. Pickle's like, train keeps moving. Wow, they're like, he won. He's... in front of fans.
And then he fucked up and went after Punk instead of just leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. He told him to suck it. No!
Poor Drew. Yeah, he screwed it all. Yeah, grab her hand. And go and enjoy your moment.
Yeah, instead of getting butt fucked by Damian. He literally had his hand all up his butt crack.
He loves it up in there.
He's just like, let me shove my hand up here.
It's his favorite thing.
Sounds like it. Pickle says, I'm sure we can talk about the beating last night. What?
Oh, yeah, the 40 points.
Oh, it was hilarious.
She asked me if Celtics won, and so I asked, and it was like a 40-point game, 38 points.
It's like 112 to 80 something or some shit like that was what it. 122 to 80.
To 84, I think. So yeah, I think it was 38 points. Which isn't bad.
I was saying, somebody's really angry. They paid off somebody for that, and that point spread was a little too big.
Over, under 30. Over. No.
Somebody got paid off to lose that game. Pico's like, I had to watch hours of post-game footage on the Celtics collapse.
Well, as long as they don't collapse 3 more times, you're okay. If they start pulling the old Yankees from, 2003, then you're in trouble.
Pickle says, but there's silly Facebook conspiracies that in 2008, that Boston won their title on 6/17. Is that the next game? On Monday? People's like, Monday happens to be 6/17. Ooh. Oh my. Chris, is this the type of entrance you needed for Drew? He's like, they're playing the Roddy Piper theme. I'm pretty sure it's just a Scottish song, bud.
Yeah, they definitely need to do.
I'm pretty sure that drum isn't even drumming.
I heard a little bit, but yeah. Nothing compared to those pipes. That high pitch will get you.
I mean, I can hear all the little drums, but not like the big drum.
I hear every bit. Scotland the Brave. I hear you, man. They're so high pitched that it hurts my ears. Like it just all turns into one noise.
Chris says, this isn't Broken Dreams. Pickle is a good call, aka Hot Rod. It's their theme song in Scotland, you guys. Gosh.
They have a theme song. Like their whole country has a theme song. What's America's theme song?
Well, it's definitely not Scotland the Brave.
Wasn't me.
Na-na-na-na-na. Wasn't me.
Drop a bomb on Japan.
Wasn't me.
Did you do it again the next day?
Wasn't me. Did you start a police action in Vietnam? Wasn't me.
Did you look for weapons of mass destruction?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. You get a little piece of cardboard. Now you got the best piece of cardboard in the country.
So much cardboard. Chris says, damn it, stupid regular
decimals.
theme. Yeah, that's a lot of
They're
decimals.
blowing away last night.
It was only 80-something last night. Liar faces.
4.
No, it was
Like
80
that.
There it is. It's like I can't find the edges. Found it! It's like, I know I'm going to do with this once I get it. God damn it! Work, hands, work! Did you just throw throw it at a person in the crowd, too? He's like, I used it. Here you go.
Yeah, he took it from a girl on that side and gave it to a dude on the other side.
That poor girl's going to be very upset. That's my fucking flag. I will shank you with my unicorn horn. Because that's their
national animal.
Yes.
It should be a dragon. If they're going to do mythical things, a dragon would be way cooler. This is for their freedom.
Freedom! Is he going to say it?
If they win this, they get freedom from Puerto Rico.
Is he going to jump up in the corner with his arm up? Freedom!
Puerto Rico versus Scotland. Glasgow.
William Wallace. Chris says maybe because it was Roman and Kay, a real champion fight. That's why he used that theme then. But Priest isn't a real threat. Yeah, it's rocking.
They let him come out first because it's going to be hard for Damian to get anywhere near that noise.
Well, and it's the champion. Like, don't they always come out second usually? Feels like I'm pretty surprised his face isn't partially blue. Oh, I know, right? Freedom! He's lost a little bit of his Scottish accent, though. I feel like he really should have more of one.
They're not going to do that to the Smurfs. Like, the appropriation committee.
The cultural appropriation, he'd get canceled, like, immediately.
The Smurfs would be in an outrage.
Yeah.
Papa Smurf.
Especially Brainy Smurf. Whew! Yeah, he'd find all the bylaws on that.
They just cheered that he got naked.
Yes. He took off his kilt. Yeah, cap off a story of, I don't think so.
Cap off the story of, oh wait, CM Punk's going to be here.
Chris says, yeah, Drew wore face paint one time as well during Thunderdome era against Randy Orton.
I definitely miss the days of the face paint. With Sting and the Road Warriors.
Well, now they have to have all facial hair, so it doesn't work as well. Like, the whole face painting thing just doesn't work.
As you can tell, all my wrestling belts had their faces painted.
As I'm cursory looking over there trying to find one in the front that has a face painted. Not one of them has a face painted that I can see.
They're all in the back. The kids played with them, and so I put those ones in the front.
Chris says maybe if Drew wins, they'll play Broken Dreams. Maybe they saving it. Chris, you're just going to have to give up on the Broken Dreams. It's going to be a broken dream for you.
It's like Shattered Dreams from Dustin Rhodes. Soccer kick him right in the balls. Boo!
How about the decimals for the boos? Can we get the boo decimals? Boo! You're a terrible person. You're your own worst enemy, Drew. You should have just taken your lady's hand and left. But you didn't. You had to go suck it at CM Punk, and it ruined your life.
Terrible champion right here.
Chris says Pat McAfee should have announced Drew like on Raw. Piccola JD time. Old McDough face. I thought they weren't allowed at ringside.
I don't see him.
He's coming out by himself. I don't see any. Oh, you mean Judgment Day. Never mind. I thought you meant McDough just himself.
Hey, get your dragons out. Play with them. Let me have one.
Ah, what? Why
They're
are we
flying around spraying people with fire?
Oh my. I am not supporting Damian Priest. Thank you very much.
It's Scotland. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in.
That's our cups.
It's on gin and juice.
Oh.
Everybody got their cups, but they ain't pitched in.
Pugil says, plot twist. Punk is a member of JD secretly. Yeah, secretly a Judgment Day guy.
Well, he's not a true champion. It's a cash-in thing.
Yeah, you waited until he was at his worst to take the championship. You're kind of a loser that way, buddy. Just take it for what it is. You're like a carrion bird. You come in after the fact.
Damian's a big dude, but he's still smaller than Drew. Drew's just not intimidated by big dudes.
Chris says Baron Corbin will help Priest win. LOL.
Baron Corbin.
Why would Baron Corbin be around?
Baby face.
Yeah, he's all nice now. We saw him yesterday. He's all sweet as
He's a
pie.
SmackDown guy.
Nice.
Semanity. Just do it.
Goddamn dumb bitch. Chris says, one big bastard from Scotland, Drewski.
Right? What big bastard.
People is like, Semanity has the worst Scottish accent.
Right.
Is she trying to do it in a Scottish accent? I didn't realize. Ew, New York City.
New York City.
Boo, they say boo. Oh, burn. Pugil is laughing. Chris says, oh shit, forgot Yanks versus Sox tonight. That will be a riot as well. That just means you can't watch Collision, buddy. You gotta pick one or the other. And it's probably the Yanks versus the Sox is probably a way better pick.
Just watch both.
Just watch both.
Flip flop.
Flippity flops.
All right, we're underway.
Chris.
Top star versus a dinglehopper.
Chris says Gunther could come out at end of match and stare down Drew or Priest. I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
it'd be
but
weird.
CM Punk could be in the way, and it would be all weird.
Yeah, I mean, and CM Punk's kind of smaller than all of them, so he'd be all looking up, and they'd all be staring at each other in the eye. No offense, but... He was rebuilding and re-examining his life.
Look at the power.
He's like, I've got the power!
Of Gristle.
He-Man! Da-na-na-na-na-na! Oh.
From Eternia, or whatever.
I have the power! Da, da.
Uh-oh, Damian, watch out. That's a lot of man.
Oh, broke him right in half. Pugil is a Second City step stool. Ooh. Not sure he was ready for him to jump out and sit on him.
Uh-oh. Let's go for a belly-to-belly.
Oh, right into that with his head. Gosh. A negative factor to the raucous crowd.
Yeah. We would rock this. won in the main event at WrestleMania. Now, granted, it was no fans there. But...
Hey, buddy, what you doing, little dude? Hi.
Are they trying to say that Damian's better than Brock Lesnar? Remember, Drew beat Brock.
He did. Yeah. It's my bra strap, you weirdo.
Your over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
Yeah, that, too. Whatever kind of contraption you want to call it. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. Want to come up here? Want to come say hi? Want to come say hi?
He's like, either pick me up or quit talking to me. Damian Priest just picks him up and drives him into the ground.
Picks him up and then drives him into grounds.
One move changed the whole trajectory of this matchup.
What was the move?
He just drove his head into the ground.
Oh, yeah. Chris says, "Hello, wonder if Scotland would also pop for a country concert from old Reba McIntyre." I don't know.
Probably no.
Piccolo says, "That guy paid good money to thumbs down." That's right. Good money. Who's thumbs downing?
Was he thumbs downing Sami Zayn?
The guy who thumbs down Sami Zayn, that was pretty funny. He was behind him the whole time in the camera, and he's just like... I'm sure they're thumbs downing Damian Priest as well. The disappointment is real, people.
Uh-oh. Rolls through. Picks him up. Oh, God.
Oh, God. He had him, and then he dropped him because Damian was too squirmy. He's like, dude, that's my dick. That's my pee-pee.
Yeah, I think he had one. Picks him up by his butthole.
I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
He picked him up by his butthole.
That's not surprising either. Piccolo's like, same guy. Oh, okay, same dude. That's funny. He's like, I think he just probably hates America. I don't blame him.
Well, he's not American, so that's fine.
That's right. Because he's probably not American. That's why I was going with that, actually. So, he's going to root for his people. I get it. If I was there, I'd be rooting for Drew McIntyre, too, so.
In this one, anything's better than Damian. He's literally the Liv Morgan of champions.
Chris says, okay, good to know. They did the right thing making Drew win over Will Ospreay in 2017. What are you talking about?
Will Ospreay.
What? Like, what are you babbling about?
Oh, he went for that kick, but then got kicked in the head.
Picole's like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what? Oh God. Oh fuck.
Just tell me he's not. Drew asked if he was okay. Did you see how he jumped up?
Yeah, he literally jumped up as fast as he could to see if he was okay. Well, yeah, like,
okay?
they were both freaking out. Everybody was freaking out in that moment.
I broke out. My body's tingling a little.
I know. I broke out a little bit, too. I was like, oh, God, is he okay? Never do we want them to actually injure themselves in this way, right? Like, I made joke about it, but I really don't want them to, like, really hurt themselves. Because that's horrific.
Jumped up and was like, okay, I got you, bro. You know, like, I'm going to lift you out of here. And then he's like, oh, you're okay?
He's like, hey, you got to use your body. He's like, let me get you up. So he's like,
there you go.
Being mean to him,
yeah,
but helping him at the same time to get him out of it.
Like, dude, bend your knee.
He's like, you got to have your core straight. Okay, we just got to get him up. The ropes were so twisted around his ankle. Yeah, that was a little scary. And a good save. And a good save by McIntyre. He's just making sure his leg's working. I don't know if Priest can stand up anymore.
Fuck. It was bent. His knee was bent. That's what worried me, is his knee was straight.
Well, that and how he landed on his, like, and how it jarred his hip, too.
Mm-hmm. His knee.
He's like, let me play this.
Yeah, he's going to play it out now. Like, dude, just limp. It's fine.
It's because Drew probably put his sweat on that rope. That's probably what happened.
Rubbed his balls.
We're just making sure that people understand what really happened in that scenario.
You know, Jade did the same thing earlier, but obviously not as dangerous.
So I wonder if something is the ropes. I think the ropes are different. Because if you look at them, they're like kind of twisted, like see them?
Right,
I wonder if they're using different ropes and it didn't give them traction. I wonder if that's it. You know, if it's happened twice.
Damian hit the second rope.
Yeah, and then got twisted. Well, he hit the second rope, but it has slipped, and then he flipped around, and it just curved right into the first one. So that, yes. But I wonder if it's the ropes. Because now that happened, because other people have been going up to the top and not really, like, doing stuff on the ropes like they, you know, like they both did. And the sense of using the rope as, like, a leverage.
Yeah, like AJ Styles.
Yeah. But I didn't see him really do any of that. They kind of didn't really use a lot of rope action in his stuff. Yeah. So I wonder if there's something going on with the ropes, because they are weird. Like, look at him now. Getting closer looks at him. They're, like, textured kind of weird. Almost like they have tape wrapped around them. See, look. They do. It's like a tape wrapped around them. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, yeah. Love you.
Like, yeah. I don't know if you could see it, but they do. They have like a white tape, like wrapped around them.
They are white.
I know, but they have something wrapped. You can see it in that corner at the bottom. You can really tell. Like, even though they have like the metal stuff on the ends, like wrapped, because they have it, but they went all the way down the ropes. Hey, baby, what you doing? Oh, he's like, I am not going to hang out with you. You're horrible.
Uh-oh.
P-Cola.
I think his leg might be hurting a little bit.
That Prime stand had a family.
Right.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it doesn't feel
Well,
good.
he was limping with the other leg just a second ago.
I'm sure it's tweaked a little bit. I don't think he got a major injury, but it might be tweaked just enough that it would, yeah, it'd hurt. Twisted like that, that'd hurt.
What are you doing?
Chris says, yeah, they faced each other in WCPW and Drew won.
Well, yeah, you would hope so. He's like a foot taller than him.
Will Ospreay does not deserve to win in a match against Drew McIntyre. Pfft, not even now. Hey, buddy.
Does he outweigh him by 100 pounds and a foot?
Hi, buddy.
Maybe not quite 100, but really close to 100 pounds, like 80 pounds and a foot.
At least.
He's flipping on it.
No, he blocked his punch. Oh, man.
Good old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Give him a break so he's not having to jump around on his leg too much.
Running on adrenaline once that stops. It's like,
It's going to hurt. He's just lucky that it didn't snap his ankle. Because it could have. Like, it's a good thing that those ropes are pretty forgiving in that sense. That they keep them loose enough like that. But
they used to keep them way loose. They're way tighter than they used to be. In the old days, they were super loose.
Yeah.
You could kill a horse with just one of those shots. And these two guys are just eating them.
Who said that? Corey? Oh, you don't have your thingy on.
Oh my god,
I don't know if anybody can hear you.
Just the disrespect.
Well, I don't think they can hear you very well. It probably sounds like you're far away.
I am. I'm in, like, London. They're in Scotland.
At least. I kind of want him to show the...
Priest is working that leg. Oh, that'll end it.
Oh, God.
They just call it a kiss here. A Glasgow kiss.
Right.
It's like, I have to pee. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking. Uh-oh. Neck breaker. Irish curves.
Yeah, I want him to do a close-up of the ropes again.
No.
Yes. Punk screws Drew.
It's coming. They're not ahead of us, by the way. There's no... We're completely alive. It's on Peacock.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you think that it's...
Oh, no. It was somebody in the audience has a sign that says Punk screws Drew. Sorry. I was reading the audience signs.
Wisely rolls to the outside like a veteran.
He's like, God damn it.
Some
Now I have to
Ric
go
Flair
get you.
That's some woo! Woo! Shit. Whenever the going
It's an
gets
exciting
tough,
decision, but it's
the
the
tough
right one.
roll out to the floor.
Oh, no. Through the barricade over there.
The Claymore through the barricade.
Semanity knew it was going to happen, so she left earlier.
She swam away, or
she's just not there. I think she probably had to leave.
They probably keep her in an aquarium.
Like in Percy Jackson.
Oh, yeah. With
the
what's
sea
his name?
cow or whatever it was. Oh, he held it out.
Larry or whatever he calls it. Uh-oh.
He went for the Claymore, but he
That's
got
a finisher.
intercepted. He's going to retain the title. Oh, that was too close. It was a 2 count. What the hell? Drew, you loser face. He's like, I got to sell it. That's his finisher.
How do you Claymore somebody and then, like, less than 2 minutes later they chokeslam you?
I don't know. He found intestinal fortitude with his intestines.
It's supposed to be a finisher, and you went through a barricade, so you got that on both sides.
Yeah. What a loser face. Like,
They need to lower a steel cage over this.
why are we lowering us still so they can't escape?
It's not that. It's more so Punk can't get involved.
Oh.
Getting close to the end.
Oh no, he drags himself back to his feet. He's like, here, put your legs over that way.
Uh-oh. Can you get up there, Priest?
Pico says, ask the same question when a spear through the barricade happens. Yeah, that they just get up again and they're fine and they can do their finisher and somehow it takes out the other person. Just don't slip and fall. You know how slick those ropes are.
I get a spears thing, but spears aren't usually a finisher. Where a Claymore is his finisher. Oh, look at that. He just slapped the referee in the face.
The ref is like, you're going to get fined for that. Putting your hands on me.
I'm an official. Hurricane Rana or Frankenstein or whatever you want to call it.
He's like, it hurt my
Claymore!
leg. He got him with the Claymore.
Priest somehow kicked out. Drew must not be firing on all cylinders.
He's not. That Claymore was very sad compared to his normal Claymores. It didn't have all of it behind it. People's like, talk to the hand. Yeah, Yeah, talk to the people.
Yeah, it was very soft or something because he should have had him.
Yeah,
One
something.
hair's breadth. I didn't even know hair could breathe.
Me neither.
Explains a lot.
Does it?
That hair has lungs.
Oh, yeah, I guess it could. The suffocation it feels.
There's your close-up for your robes. Couldn't get much closer than that.
Yeah. I feel like they've got something on them.
They put some KY on him. What's the point of that?
Well,
I mean,
it was the same side that Jade had her part on, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
I thought it was over here, not over here. I thought it was over here. It could have been over there, but I thought it was over there that she did it. But I could have not been watching completely.
That's where they're at, by the way.
What's that?
The OVO. That's the name of their stadium.
Oh, OVO. Interesting. Piccolo says, if this were AEW, they would be hockey fighting back and forth now.
Hockey fighting.
Oh God!
No!
Oh, now we know what happened to the ref. Now we know. Drew's gonna win.
Oh, wow.
But there's not gonna be a ref?
A little shitty power bomb.
Well, Drew did most of the work on it, so it's fine.
Here it is. Priest might have screwed himself. Oh.
Piccolo's like, oh my God, ref bump.
There it is. Claymore country, but there's
no
referee.
no ref. He's like, I need a ref. Somebody, give me a ref. Piccolo, I smell shenanigans because they're funny.
Who is it?
It's another referee.
CM Punk.
Of course it is.
2 count. Damian never kicked out, by the way.
He didn't. Chris, CM Punk, yeah. It's the shenanigans.
It's the drunk himself.
Yeah.
Because he's so drunk because of the CM. And
they're like, we don't want you to win in your country. That'd be terrible. Piccolo's very happy and excited, though. Yes, yes, yes. And he's in a referee thing. Isn't that, like, finable that he would get that? Oh.
the Bulls to CM Punk.
Oh, he's not going to stick around? He's like, I'm done. I thought he'd stick around and let what's-his-face get him and then pin him.
Punk is in the Judgment Day.
So that ref just barely got up. He's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm awake now.
That's it. I gotta find it. CM Punk joining the Bloodline.
That guy's done with the thumbs down. He's now flipping people off.
I'm done. I've had it. That is so funny.
Chris says this was worse than Roman match. Piccolo says, give it Damian doing it all by himself. Blah. Oh, yeah, he sure did. Chris says, they said the crowd would riot. Chris says, I get fans like Punk, but Drew should won. Well.
This sets up a feud without putting the title involved in it. We don't want the feud involved with the title with Punk. Keep Punk away from that title.
Yeah, it is sad, though. It does screw over Drew. That's basically all he's been done with, is get screwed over multiple times.
He likes it.
Does he, though?
Just right in the butt.
Yeah.
Last
Who
year
else
was
says,
Solo.
right, Drew gets screwed every time.
Yeah.
I feel like it is. Like, at this point, it's like...
Let's not forget who's running things. Drew's just too big. CM Punk's a smaller guy. Triple H is going to like that.
People's like Drew is wrestling the Boston Celtics. Chris says, yeah, but Punk usually is a crybaby about titles unless that's one stipulation. H said, you get no titles if you come work for us.
Yeah, well, you want to keep him way away from a title. Right now. I mean, dude came back. You wouldn't say, hey, we just got this guy back to win a title.
Right? He came back, then got injured, and then they're like, well, we'll have him come back again, and then it'll give him a title. Don't worry, he'll just get injured again.
There's only two guys that you do that with. One is Roman Reigns, and the other one is Hulk Hogan. When they come back, you put them right in it.
You're funny.
I'm serious. Roman Reigns, when he comes back, he's going to be right in it after the bloodline, after he cleans out his house.
Pickle says, chunk up the deuce, Punk. Gross. And Chris says, and Brock.
Yes, Brock, you have to throw him. Well, that's the money. Because that's where the big money is. You bring him in for championships.
If Priest wins, we riot, that sign said. Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. There's not going to be any rioting.
Yeah, that's from a country that laid down and let England conquer them like several times.
That let what?
England conquer them several times.
Unfortunately. That's slightly true. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us for that pay-per-view. WWE's Clash at the Castle for this afternoon. It looks like there were one title change of the night, and that was the women's tag team titles went to the Scottish team of Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
So there's those people. Walter, just back in for a second. Did Drew win? He did not, Walter.
He did not.
He got
CM
screwed
Punk.
over by CM Punk, which we all knew was going to happen, but we were hoping it wouldn't. He did not win. So, bummer. Anyways, we'll be back again on Monday for Raw. Don't worry, there's some Uncle BS for that night as well. I bet people can't wait for it. It's going to be lackluster, to say the least.
House of Dragon Season 2 starts on Sunday.
Also,
If
if
you guys
you
are
want to
into that.
watch AEW Collision, that is on tonight as well. People's like, no Cody highlights. No Cody highlights. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon/evening for some people. We really appreciate it. We'll see you on Monday.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.